Oh, what's up, people? How we doing? All right. So I know what you're asking. I know. Ortex. What's going on with Ortex? The Ortex crackheadedness is on another level today. I get it. I'm interested in it too. We're gonna go over it. Exactly. Like I kind of think I know what's going on with it. But I don't know. Let's just see what we get. We're probably gonna get a response from Ortex at some point today. But hey, we're up 1.1% in the pre-market right now for AMC 1662. Let's get up more. Come on, let's do it. SPY's up 0.91% deep into this box. That was poor choice of words. I extended the box a little bit more, so we're gonna be able to see it. I mean, it's not going to be exact, but the levels are pretty close. GME is down a little bit, but again, super low volume. It's kind of just flickering between like a little green, a little red. But yeah, AMC's up 1.16%. How's everybody feeling today? You guys doing good? You guys doing good? I heard today is ankles day. Ooh, I don't know. Is today going to be ankles day? Are we going to hit 20 today? Is today going to be ankles day? Rands, what's up, buddy? Morning all. That's it. Okay. Yep. All shares borrowed, not necessarily sure. All right. AMC wasn't diluted this morning. What? Oh, usually AMC is down to 14.96 by now. Trophy under Tyler. Funny joke. For everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. We're about to hit this Ortex stuff. So probably going to have to do this a lot today, but I know you guys are waiting. So I'll just hit it for you guys too. So let's see what we have here. Not a head, Sean and Ryan. What's up, mods? Shout out to all the mods. You guys are awesome. All righty. So Ortex. So Rands? I did see that. There's a video I have to watch now. Okay. All right. Never mind. I think Lou made a video on it. I kind of want to watch it because it seems funny. All right. So here's what we have. Utilization on AMC is 100% right now. For you guys that don't understand why why that would be important if that were the case, is utilization is the ratio between the amount of shares that institutions are willing to lend out to short. So that's like the total amount, and versus the amount of shares that have actually been sent out on loan. So if you have 100 shares that institutions are willing to lend and 85 shares were sent out on loan, then your utilization would be 85%. Here's what higher utilization also does. It jacks up the cost to borrow because everything in the market is going to be a reflection of supply and demand. So if you see there's no shares left to loan out and the demand is still there for shares, any shares that come back in, these prime brokers and these lending institutions know that they can charge more cost to borrow for those shares going out on loan. Here's kind of the weird thing that we're seeing now, which makes me think that this is some weird nonsense glitch with Ortex and this is not real. Yesterday, there's two things. It has to do with cost to borrow. And yeah, that one, Antics. I kind of want to see that one. I haven't seen it yet. I saw that somebody sent it to me this morning, and I was like, oh, I really want to watch that. All right, so here's what we have. These are the two reasons why I kind of think the 100% utilization is probably nonsense and Ortex is glitching out. One, you've seen 52,000 shares borrowed today on AMC. Now, it's not like these shares went out on one loan because you can see here there's a minimum cost to borrow is 1.04. The average is 1.13. The max is 1.25. So there's been multiple loans going out today. So when you have multiple loans going out and you still see consistent low cost to borrow, it means there's not as much scarcity. The other thing is the shares on loan number over here. Yesterday, if we let me see if I can pull it up in my video. Let's see here. Let me see if I can do this really quick. All right, let me get to the Ortex stuff over here and see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. So look at this number. So when we pull this up like this, you can see 121 million shares on loan right here. Okay. Then we come back to this and it's 117 million. It's okay. So there's an explanation for how this could work, but it's almost impossible for shares on loan to decrease by about 4 million shares and the utilization go up 20%. Here's how it could possibly work. So when we come over to GME too, I believe they're showing 100%. So GME over here, I don't remember what their shares on loan was, but their cost to borrow is a little bit high, but it's not anything crazier than what we were seeing over the last couple of days. Yeah, the short interest, the estimated short interest is getting a lot higher on GME. So I would have expected to see today, if this utilization came out at 90, I would have been like, all right, cool. That makes sense. 90 would have made sense. 100 doesn't make sense yet. Kelly, thank you so much for the super. Gary Gensler speaks about meme stocks at 10 a.m. Ooh, we will definitely listen to that. Does anybody have a link to that? Quick side note, if anybody can get a link to the Gary Gensler live stream about meme stocks, I would love to grab that and we can listen to it. So here's kind of the explanation as to how this can happen. Remember, remember how we've been talking about how the cost to borrow has been so low and institutions have been buying so many shares, and everybody likes to say this. It's not necessarily true completely, but there is some factual like elements to it, that when institutions buy these shares, they're just loaning them out to hurt us. Yeah, they are sometimes, but not like they're not loaning out every single share. If they were, we'd see the short interest at like 40, like create like 30%. So like, if you just think about the percentage of the free float on loan, and then you think about, it's not share recalls. We'll talk about it in a second, but it's not necessarily share recalls. So it's sort of, but it's not like the share recall the way you're thinking of it. Like institutions right now supposedly own about 30% of all of the shares, but the percentage of the free float on loan is 22.85%. So they're not loaning out all of their shares. So what that essentially leads us to is they're saying they're going to loan out the shares, increasing the denominator of the utilization equation. And then Bank of America, they did not buy 400K plus yesterday. Those are from Q4. So they're decreasing the denominator, or increasing the denominator. I'm getting distracted, and the shares aren't actually going to the numerator out on loan. So it's decreasing the cost to borrow because there's no scarcity. What they could have done, it's very possible that they've done this on both AMC and GME, is said, hey, a portion of those shares that we said we were willing to loan out, sorry, now we're not. We are no longer willing to loan out these shares. So what that does is it screws with the utilization equation. There's no more shares left, or less shares left, and then it jacks up the utilization to 100%. That's possible, but I don't think that's what's happened, because you aren't seeing the cost to borrow step up enough yet. So hopefully we get a response from Ortex in a little while. IWM 98. Yeah. IWM has been 98 for a while. Let's see. Maybe Ortex jumps to 100% utilization isn't a real glitch because of the new rules in effect Monday after close. Maybe that. No, I don't know. I don't think so. What did you see on Twitter? IWM showing 98% utilization. Yeah, Matt Synthetic Girlfriend, they're 50% shorted, so that makes a lot of sense. They have been shorted a significant amount. So IWM hasn't gotten that giant pop, I don't believe. It's a little pop, but it's not anything like out of the ordinary that would have everybody be like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" Like 7 days ago it was 66, but yesterday I believe it was at like 96. Let's see, 50. So IWM right now is shorted 52.67%. With the way the market's headed today, SPY, IWM, I want to show you guys a couple of things. So IWM is up 0.94 in the pre-market. IWM can squeeze. It's not going to be like MOAS squeeze, but there is going to be some squeezy elements to it. And we can see a nice little price run up. But here's the thing you got to look at on the SPY. So the four hour chart right here with 1348, look what we're about to approach. We have a 1348 cross back here. It wiggles around, and now we're coming up to this 200 EMA. What happened the last time we touched this 200 EMA level? We got knocked right back down. So if we can come up, break through this 200 EMA and come up to the upper end of this box, we could go on a little bit of a bullish run here. It's very, very possible. And you know what happens to AMC and GME when the market goes on a bullish run? We saw it yesterday. We seen it. I think we saw it one day last week. Whoop, right up. Landon, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Morning, Vix man. I'm going to be a shill for the day. Your stock is so trash. I'm going to buy 2 more so you can't get them. Ha! Landon, I like that, buddy. Thanks for the super, bud. I appreciate that. Let's see. Was I in Trey's roast? I don't know what that is. Trey got a roast? TMI asked them. Yeah, we gotta see what happens with it. Bullish AF this morning. Oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. And then on the earnings plays from yesterday, Lyft right now, dud. Corsair, dud. So unless these start to sell off, they're duds. So that's fine. It was a tiny, tiny amount of money that we spent on those or that I spent on those earnings plays. It's fine. Though the Facebook paid for pretty much every single earnings trade this quarter, so we're good. Let's see. Can you look at securities lending volume on AMC? Yeah. So here's the weird thing about the securities lending volume and how Ortex represents the data is that if my window is this spread out like this and like large, like this isn't how I do my videos. Like I have to shrink it down so it doesn't freak out. These numbers right here, 69.97 million recently is the all-time high. But when you shrink it down, you go like this. Oops. And you go like this. Look what happens to the data. Or where is it? Right here. Wait, hold on. It needs to go down a little bit more. It'll shrink. And then it looks weird. So then it doesn't look like this one's as big. It's very, very strange. So the securities lending volume on AMC is absolutely massive. It's insane. Look at this. Boom. And that's just so people thought that was like volume of shares traded. No. That's just volume of shares getting loaned out, returned, loaned out, returned, loaned out, returned. That's a lot of volume right here, guys. A lot. So AME right now is up 1.34% in the pre-market. And I think let me look. People were asking about inflation data earlier. Let me see when that comes out. I think it's later this week. I think it's later. Wholesale inventory Thursday. So tomorrow we'll get initial jobless claims, continuing claims, CPI month to month, core CPI month to month, and then CPI year to year. So that's all at 8:30 tomorrow. So right as we start the live stream tomorrow, we're gonna see some volatility. Uber running. Take Lyft with you, huh? Yeah, Uber is running a little bit. So Uber does have earnings after hours today. Watch out for a nice little Uber trade today. What else has earnings after hours today? Anybody know? Let me look. And then guys, we got to get that Gary link. Got to find that Gary link. I don't know where it would be. All righty. Look at ENPH. That was the earnings play. End phase. Oh yeah. Yeah, end phase was the one. It was probably pricing in a lot, but that was a dirty one. That was an absolutely dirty one. You Portnoyed your SPY 452 calls. Yeah. Did we get confirmation on 100% utilization? Sort of, but not really. I think that this is a glitch. It doesn't make sense. If you started to see cost to borrow up and the shares on loan increase even more, then yes. But I mean, I did go over the explanation as to like how it's possible that it happens. Because institutions have just been like, no, like we'll say that they're going to loan out shares, but they're not. Like that's why the cost of borrow is so low and the short interest is still climbing up. There's just so many shares that they're willing to lend, but they're not going out on loan to counteract the shares that are actually like that are shorted. It's like a weird little like paradox that we're dealing with here. Also, make sure as you guys are filtering in, drop in that like button on the stream. Morning SV, what's up? Congress bans trading and what? AMC hires Homer Frito-Lay host executive to help grow its retail popcorn business. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Overnight Micron calls. I mean, oh my God, end phase is going. Micron, what's going on with this thing? Micron, ooh, baby. So technically, if I didn't paper hand these back here and just held them, I'd be up a shitload. So we'll see what happens. Meet Kevin is stopping his YouTube channel for a while. Why? Why is he doing that, Ryan? Let's see. Interesting Wall Street tweet from Biden. What did Biden say? Byron. Is it POTUS? Is it the POTUS account or Biden's account? Okay, it might be Biden's account. Because I looked on the POTUS account and it didn't say anything. Oh, they're retweet. I don't know. Tired of shills and bots? Shills got to him? Ah, that stinks. I feel like that wouldn't happen to him, though. Like, I feel like he gets it at this point. It's like, there's gonna be idiots. Biden praised Tesla? Yeah. Did you say if they'll short attack Amy today? Well, they've got a bunch of shares that they can do it with. Like, there's 107 million shares sold short, and there's 117 million shares on loan. So there's 10 million that they can still use. So I don't want to see people freaking out being like, how are they shorting with 100% utilization? One, Ortex is only getting their data from 85% of the market. Two, I don't even think that's real. I really don't think it's real right now. Just because the cost to borrow would start to skyrocket, and we'd also have to see, like, we wouldn't have seen the craziness in the securities lending market, like the volume in that thing. I just don't. I don't, until Ortex says yes, it's true. I'm saying it's glitch. So we'll see what they say. Price is still rising in the pre-market. Yup. It's real. I mean, price is rising. I mean, we're up 1.34%. We could start to get going a little bit here. Here's the thing on AMC that I want to see. On the 4-hour chart, this is honestly what I want to see in order to get me to start buying more options on it. AMC buy side imbalance of 95,000 buys at open. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so here's what I need to see out of Amy to start being like, all right, I'm going to start buying some calls. We need a 1348 cross right here, but we also need to cross this 200 EMA, which is 2171. That's what I would need to see. Because look, we've seen these crosses before. Can't get above. It comes back down. We've seen it a couple of times in the past. Hovers right here, comes right back down. I want to see that clean break of the 200. That's what I want to see. But with the SPY doing what it's doing on the 4-hour, I mean, it looks good. It looks good if SPY can break it, and we can start trending back to the upside. So we are at 1666 in the pre-market right now, people, up 1.4%. GME's up 0.34. I mean, Micron's doing good. So remember, once the market opens, make sure you guys are calling out those 1348s. Let's hit some dirty plays today, huh? Let's see. You just YOLO'd your last 7K based on Ortex. If they were lying, I'll just get rich on my lawsuit. Uh-oh. Do we expect something good from CPI? I think they're going to mess with the data as they typically do. 21 would slap. Yeah, I guess 21. We're back to the 21 nonsense. But max pain for this week is 17, I believe. Let me see if it's changed a little bit. And just kind of get another number for us. So AMC 17 max pain. Look at Mara. Oh boy. I don't even want to look at the riot. I don't even want to look at the riot that I had. Oh man, those riots. Ooh, that I got back here. Ooh. All right. It might be time to swing some stuff. It might be time. When's the next Kansas trip? I don't know, bro. It depends on when we can go hang out together. People are always like, oh, what happened in Kansas? It's like, bro, we just all wanted to go hang out. Like, what? I saw people that were like, they're going to investigate the Kansas trip. It's like, go for it. Like, we literally went to Buffalo Wild Wings, drank, stayed up really late, and then hopped on TMI's live stream the next day and ate some food. That's literally what it was. Go investigate it. Have some fun. Like, this is funny. Let's see. People are waiting to see if it's a glitch, but the lending volume yesterday indicates a big boy did a rug pull on loan shares yesterday. It's possible. It's very, very possible. Dude, it's so fun. It's just so funny. Like, people are always just like, oh, what do they do? It's like, bro, what? You did like, let's see. Trace Rubber Fred made an appearance? Nah. No. Oh, moving to Florida? Yeah, bro. Do you know why we're moving to Florida? Do you know why people like to move to Florida? Do you know why I'm going to Florida? Taxes. Taxes. That is why I'm moving to Florida. Taxes. Like, love you guys. Love you guys too. You guys are funny. All right, here. Exactly. Taxes. Exactly. All right, everybody. Let's have some fun today. So, if you guys don't mind, hitting that like button on your way in. We got Amy up 1.46%. Ooh, hurricanes. Let's see. The new guy. Thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Morning. Can we please try to find a way to hold calls and puts longer? I had 10 calls on Apple. I would have made big, dude. See. Okay. Here's what you got to do. This is how I'm gonna view it now. You almost have to. That's where the make it free comes in. You make the trade free. You're playing with house money. If you want to let it ride, you can let it ride. That's really it. I'm not holding my initial position overnight right now just because everything's crazy. But if I hit a play today, I will make it free and just leave it, I think, and just see what happens with it. Let's see. Yeah, no state income tax. Exactly. Like, there we go, people. All right, hold on. I gotta shoot TMI this link real quick for when he wants to come over. You guys are funny with your conspiracy theories. It's so funny. All right, here we go. All righty. You need to move. New York is killing me on taxes. Yeah, you got like city tax. If you're in the city, you got city tax, state tax, and federal tax. That's a lot of tax. Whew, I need some dirty plays today. I mean, I need some dirty plays today too. I'd love to get some. Spies up 0.91% in the pre-market, looking decent. Spies also has 0 data expiration date today too. So we could hit some. Oh, GME with a pop of 0.78% right now. AMC up 1.5%, looking good. Looking good. What do you think on Disney? Oh, that's tomorrow. That's today after hours, right? Ooh, I might do something on Disney. It's gonna be a little expensive, so I'll probably go to the next week, but we'll see. Can you please ask a question about taxes? You can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer it, though. GME rumored to be in talks with Microsoft for NFT games. If you got a source of that, that'd be pretty cool. Also, guys, we do have that Gary Gensler talk at 10. I just don't have the link to it yet. Anybody got the link? Link. Texas doesn't have state income tax. That's true. There is also Texas. AMC up 1.52% in the pre-market. Oh, hold on. GME with a nice little pop-up, 1.21. Ooh, baby. Unusual, what's it? GME. Oh, shit. Let's see. Okay. Unusual whales. Dude, here's the other thing today. I went to the gas station to get my energy drink. They had no rains, 0. So I had to get Celsius. Let's see. Hold on. Wait, I just clicked on this by accident. That was an accident. An accidente. GME rumored to be in talks with Microsoft for NFT games. Bro, that would be ridiculous. That would be craziness. You ever check out Simulating Trade? Sometimes. If he puts out a good video and everybody's like, I want you to watch it, and I watch it and I see what I think. That's kind of when I watch other videos. It's just like, when people just send them to me if there's something crazy coming out. Rain is from Russia. Oh, is it? That's probably why it makes me feel like I'm on crack. Thoughts on Ortex and utilization? Right now, I think it's fake. Unless like a glitch. I think it's a glitch. So unless they somehow we see the cost to borrow skyrocket, or we get some indication from Ortex that like, no, that's the number. You had 400 pallets of rain at work. That's crazy. Let's see. Sleepy, thank you so much for the super. Hey, Vix, comments on the Prague gap up. Let's see. Prague. Progenity. It's up 2.25% in the pre-market. Prague's been looking pretty good over the last couple of days. Like, look at this thing. It came down from 143 all the way up to 189. That's a big move. Amy coming up a little bit here, 1.64% in the pre-market. Remember, guys, even though we are having a nice little pre-market right now, it's decent volume that we're seeing here. But we also have to think about, they have 10 million shares that they can use against us at some point. So let's just see when they're going to come. If your only source of income from trading are your year-end taxes the same if you were working a regular job, you probably would have to pay estimates, or you probably should pay estimates, or the IRS is going to be like, ding, penalty. I don't know, though. I have no idea. Let's see. Definitely does not feel like crack. Okay, Kendall. Thanks. Appreciate that. Paper handed my call. Yeah, it happens. Cherry lime. I haven't had the cherry limeade one. Did you see that AMC hired a former Frito-Lay, Hostess executive to help grow the retail popcorn business. Yeah, somebody said that a little bit earlier. You owe 20K in taxes to federal this year, and Cali wants capital gains taxes for January to June. Ooh, interesting. Amy 1348 wants to cross in the 4 hours so bad. If it doesn't at 9, we can stay at 16 for most of the day. It should cross by 1:30. Yeah, it could. Lucid calls. Damn it. Yeah, there were so many plays that I've been called out that I just sold early and took some profit on, or paper handed. That if I just held a little bit more, it would have been wild. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens today. MNDT Microsoft rumors. Yeah, that happened yesterday. Okay, so a lot of people are asking about the utilization again now. Your favorite stock is up 8.62% pre-market. Is that DWAC? Are you talking about DWAC right now? No. SNDL? Yeah, that one. All right. So Amy's coming up 1.7%. Check your Twitter DM. Kelly, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Let's see. All right, Kelly, thank you so much for that link right here. All right, I've got the link. We are good to go. Kelly, I appreciate that. Yeah, so watch on Amy that 1348 cross, and then I want to see it get above the 200 EMA on the 4 hour, which is around 21. So that could take a week, a month, it could take a day to get up there. So we'll see what happens with it. If SPY's is going to do what it's doing here, up 0.91%, AMC's up 1.64% of the pre-market at 1670. I want to see that Fetty Wap 1738. Then the Declaration of Independence 1776, and then I want to get all the way up to Don Julio 1942. That's what I want to see today. Today AMC will go to a penny, says Backyard Boogie, then bounce. Yeah, no. Energy drink, cheers. I swear I won't sing We Didn't Start the Fire. Interesting. Kendall, I appreciate that, man. Up 26 cents, 1.7% makes it sound like more. That's true. So you're saying less than a month? Bro, I don't know. Little information for the people seeing ENPH jump off earnings. Yeah, I mean, I didn't play it, but so wait, let's see. Kind of funny. I got a stock alert saying go long on AMC this morning. So other institutions are now sending alerts on AMC. Ooh, I like it. Earnings today, Disney and maybe Uber. I probably won't play Uber though off of Lyft because Lyft just was a dud. But also that could lead way for Uber to just be an absolute killer. These Lyft contracts that I have are going to be duds. So I'm going to hold them. And I'm also going to hold the Corsairs because they're next week contracts. And we see the market start to rip. I mean, the call side could end up going. Let's see. Did something change with the Discord list? Haven't gotten it since yesterday. I was getting some. I'm getting them right now. So make sure you have your notifications on. I just got one right now. They're all showing 100% utilization. Okay, so I think this is an Ortex glitch. That's what I think. But we'll see what Ortex actually ends up saying. I haven't seen anybody get a response from Ortex yet. So if it is 100% utilization, watch cost to borrow start to go up, and everything else start to get going as well. But right now, it looks like a glitch. William, funny. Yeah, Vivos alerted. That was the one. So they are alerting. I don't think anything too crazy is moving right now, though. So we'll see what happens with the alerts when market opens. Mark, thanks for the super, buddy. I think you meant Neil Young, not Yield Diamond. Mark is a whole 2 streams behind. Mark, thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Cost of borrow needs to go up before, I believe. No, cost of borrow would go up as utilization goes up. They should move in sync. Why wouldn't Ortex just switch to NA until they figure it out? They may not know. That's why we got to yell at them and be like, hey, Ortex, figure it out. Alrighty here. Yeah, for everybody filtering in too, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. And I am going to put the link so you guys can join the free section of the Discord if you guys want to. Here it is right here. Bing bong. I talked to the guys at Ortex. Trust me, it's all good, man. No need to ask any questions. Ethan, thanks. Appreciate that, bud. All right. I mean, we're up 26 cents right now. Nothing crazy, but I mean, it is 1.5%. It's not bad. GME's up 98 cents right now. $1.13. Lyft, chilling. Where's Corsair right now? CRSR. Down only 1%. So these earnings were a dud. Absolute dud. You would want to sell those iron condors over there. Shouldn't the tax repay start very soon if you sell for tax evasion on? Huh? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see here. Meet Kevin is stopping his market close the market. Yeah, that sucks, man. Alrighty. I am Ortex. We are actually at 130% utilization. Oh, there you go, Jason. Do you support? Yeah, they're supplying. They're sort of like support and resistance zones, but I mean, they're called. You can watch a bunch of. There's been videos about this a lot on the internet over like the past 5 years. Supply and demand zones. You could easily see a bounce off a specific level of support, but then it just doesn't go anywhere. It just like fizzles. So these zones are going to give you a little bit more of a range that it breaks out of it. You see a nice little bounce out. So we have 30 minutes until market open, everybody. Let's see what we get here today. It's going to be a fun time. Thoughts on Facebook? Probably not going to touch it a whole lot. I'm probably going to leave it be. GME Ortex. Yeah, I mean, GME's Ortex is looking absolutely dirty right now. So right now we've got GME Ortex, 22.03% estimated short interest. That's nutty. Utilization, well, it says it's 100%, but who knows? And then 4.4%. What's up with Lou talking smack about Trey? Well, here's the deal. Like, everybody was talking smack about Lou yesterday. Like, you guys know my thoughts on it. But like, if you do that and make those videos about him for fun, even though they were hilarious, I mean, he's gonna say something about it. Like, don't like it's all fun in games. Like, I don't think anybody needs to take this seriously. People take things on the internet way too seriously. They're just like, oh, angry. It's like you would never do any of this stuff if you were in person because like you would just not. Like it's all a joke. Like all those videos were funny. I bet Lou's video is hilarious. I haven't watched it yet. I have no idea what's said in it, but I bet it's funny. Like cost to borrow still nothing. Yeah. So actually, where's oil today? Oil's up a little. Oil's up a little. So watch Oxy, watch a couple of those other things coming through. Let's see what we got over here. All righty, people. Yeah, for everybody filtering in right now, too, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. It was funny. I bet it was looking for the 1348 in the market. There we go. There we go. All right. So SPY is up 0.91, AMC's up 1.52. We got GME up 0.35, and we got Corsair Gaming down a little bit. So these earnings plays look to be a little bit of a dud. Energy drinks are bad. Not if you want to like have energy through the day because you have to do a bunch of stuff all the time. Daddy, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Fun 1348 cross on the 1 hour and 2 hour and about to be on the 4 hour. Do you think options are a good play? The thing about fun is it's going to be one of those stocks that can absolutely go nuclear. And it's up 5% right now. So it's going real good here. But it can also, the bottom can just drop out of it, just like we saw with DWAC and what do you call it? CFVI. So let's see. So Amy right now, 1668. SPY over here, just kind of flickering around right at this 13 EMA. What about oil? The oil plays CVX, Chevron up a tiny bit, Oxy. Oxy up a little bit in the pre-market. Exxon was another winner that we were seeing. Yeah, I mean, let's see what happens with those. Mass Gang, what's up, bud? How you doing? You talk about AMC utilization yet? Yeah, I've talked about it a lot. I think right now it's probably a glitch because unless you see what we've been talking about a lot, where the institutions willing to lend more shares, they're not actually going out on loan, decreasing the cost to borrow as the short interest is going down, up, and the price is going down. And then they just said, nope, sorry, took all of those back that they said they were going to loan out, but actually didn't get loaned out yet. Paul, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Thoughts on DCFC? DCFC. Ooh, shit. What the hell is this thing? News, earnings? Oh, that's a note. I don't know. There's no news on this thing. Oh, so is it solar? Oh, it's a SPAC. So who are they supposed to be taking public? So this looks like a SPAC having a nice little run over here in the pre-market. So depends on who is whatchamacallit. It depends on who is the one which company they are taking public. Let's see. My bag is warm. Been holding it for a long time. On what? Fun? Yeah, funds. Good morning, my dude. Britt, how you doing, bud? All right, Amy, a little bit of a sell candle down to the 13. SPY down 0.88. GME flickering up 0.78%. This thing's getting a little spicy though. Oh, Biden talked about DCFC yesterday. Oh, that was the one. Interesting. TMI doesn't think it's a glitch. So I think it's a glitch until we see Ortex. Ortex say something. Just because of, like, we haven't seen. So we saw shares on loan go down. GME, no. It's possible that GME's is climbing to 100%. But to go from 86 to 100 is huge. I think it's a and then AMC's shares on loan over here went from 121 million down to 117. So if the shares on loan go down, utilization should go down a little bit, unless, like I said earlier, the institutions that said they were about to loan out those shares, but they weren't actually going out on loan, said, nope, sorry, not loaning out the shares anymore. And then we would also need to see this cost of borrow start to go up too. And then now, see, look at this. Now there's 152,000 shares going out on loan with low cost of borrow still. And all the cost of borrows are different here. So we have 1.04 minimum, 1.07 average, 1.25 max. So this means that there's been multiple loans of shares going out. So when there's multiple loans going out, you know that there's like, okay, so let's just say 50,000 shares went out at this cost to borrow. Then another 50,000 went out at this cost to borrow. Then another 50,000 at another cost to borrow. But they're all three of those are lower not short interest, lower cost to borrow. So we haven't seen it yet. When we get to 100% utilization, in my opinion, for real, yeah, Tiger tripled their margin requirements. I saw that. I don't even know what Tiger is. But yeah, I did see that. When we actually get to like true 100% utilization, when there's like not a lot of shares left in order to go out on loan, you're going to see cost to borrow skyrocket to like 10%, 15% on AMC, maybe even higher on iBorrowed. We saw it like 95% at one point. So let's see here. All righty. They're trying to get us to buy calls for Friday. Now, Viac Cross might bang it open. Dude, Viac's been dirty. Viac has been absolutely dirty recently. Yeah, it's up a little bit here. So watch Viac Discovery. DraftKings could be another good one. DKNG, what's this doing? Up 1.5% in the pre-market. Call out the crosses as you see them. I might have to wait a little bit on the market today, or you got to almost chase something, which I don't really want to do. But let's see. Make AMC bigger. There you go. Right there. That lift call I had yesterday, I kept overnight, has boomed dirty. No, it hasn't, Amen. No, it hasn't. This lift is that's gonna be bad. You're gonna get hit with IV crush on this. If lift skyrockets, that'd be pretty sweet. They are taking Tritium public. It's an Australian charging company. Ooh, so EV. Interesting. Paul, thank you so much for that super. I appreciate that one. So that's an interesting one. Okay, so Lyft is now coming up in the pre-market, kind of getting a little bit jumpy here. I don't know. What's Uber doing right here? So Uber looking all right in the pre-market too, up 2%. Uber's getting really spicy. So if Uber and Lyft start to really get going, especially ahead of Uber's earnings, if like Lyft starts to skyrocket here, I mean, these calls could go all right, but you're not going to make very much. Lyft needs to move a lot. You're going to get crushed by IV at open. Oh, mass gang. What's up, people? Thoughts on a firm into earnings? I mean, how much is it up right now? Jesus Christ, a firm. Those are dirty. Let's see here. All right. Amy popping up a little bit. Puts on Peloton. Where is it at now? I just said whoops. Peloton Interactive. And it's down a little bit in the pre-market. SPY's coming up 0.93% in the green. AMC's up about 1.46%. GME 0.74. I mean, what's Lyft doing right now? Lyft ripping, dude. This could get interesting. I mean, I have the strangle is for next week, so it could hit. It's very possible that this Lyft hits. I just don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to be dead at open, I think, but we'll see what happens. Morning STV. What's up, Keith? Thanks for the super. I created a paper-handed macro on my keyboard so I can wussy out of my options faster. I could message you how I did it to make you faster. Keith, No thanks. I need to learn the opposite there. Let's see. Oh, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. Hey, did you see the AMC fights trades versus the mass investor video?
Wait, what?
There's a video of of a UFC game of trades versus me fighting.
That's
And
hilarious. Dude, those videos yesterday were so funny. The Lou one, Trey's was so funny. And then I haven't seen Lou's yet, but I heard he clapped back. You guys
oh
text me,
my
and I was like, I can't wait to watch that.
dude, I don't know what happened. Yes, it was a storm of videos.
I wanted to do it so bad. I was just busy. I was like, oh, I see him.
There's a storm. I was just like, I'm just gonna watch this play out. I had my popcorn. I was eating my popcorn with my mask like this, just watching them,
Dude, I wish I
weak head
held some
kick.
stuff overnight. I gotta not paper hand stuff.
No. You keep paper handing them. Wait. Are you making a profit in paper handing them or no?
Some of them.
Yeah, that's it. Paper hand them all day.
Gotta make them free. That's what I gotta do. Make them free and then just let them ride, I think.
Yeah, that's probably the best plan. I mean, like, okay, let's talk about this really quickly. AMC GME, utilization 100%. What's good?
I think it's a glitch right now. Because you see AMC shares on loan go from 121 mil to 117 mil today, and then utilization goes from 82 to 100, and the cost to borrow hasn't gone up. It's like, if we saw true 100% utilization on that thing, like if you look at the shares on loan or the amount of shares that went out today on loan already, it's like 152 million, but the cost of borrows on here, the minimum, average, and max are all different. So it's multiple loans. So they're still loaning them out at low amounts. The way that it could get, in my opinion, it could have gotten to 100 on all of them if these institutions that were willing to loan them out said, sorry, no more. No,
if they
we
pulled
don't
it
want to
back.
loan you.
Now, the only thing is this: in that scenario, that's kind of what I want to get to, because that's the only way that it works out in my eyes, right?
Right.
In that scenario, the cost of borrow should go through the roof.
Exactly.
It should,
and it just creates all that scarcity.
Exactly. And I'm not talking about through the roof like 100%, like it goes up from 0.8 to 0.16. I'm talking about like 100%. Like I'm talking about stupid high numbers, right? Yeah, 100% is a bit much, but I'm talking about like 10%, 15%, exactly. But mind you, it can be though.
Yeah, it easily can get up there. Like if I remember when we were like on iBorrowdesk, I saw it go up to like 95% at
exactly. And mind you, the cost of borrow for some is like 300. Like for some of these like highly shorted stocks, like for BBIG at one point in time, it was like 350%.
Exactly,
like,
it can get there.
It is possible, right?
It probably will this time with high short. You see, GME short interest is like 22% right now estimated. That's crazy.
And now they also have 100% utilization. So that's what. But I went to check BBIG. They've been at 100%. I went to check BlackBerry, Tesla, just to see if it was across the board. It's not across the board. It's only with these two stocks.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I hope we get a response from Ortex, because like as of right now, I think it's a glitch because we just haven't. You tweeted them. I just liked your tweet.
Okay, I'm like, guys, I'm hoping that, you know, let me just go look at them right now. I'm hoping to get a response back, because this is just, what I don't want, what I'm actually fearing is people that have been in the stock for such a long period of time buying call options that run dry.
Yeah.
That's my fear. I just don't want people to waste their money. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm just like, I don't think it's like right now. Unless Ortex says, yeah, that's the number.
Tweets and replies.
On Ortex, I checked it earlier. I
nothing in 2 hours.
Anything.
Yeah, nothing in 2 hours.
We're probably working on it right now.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
I mean, we're looking good in the pre-market though.
I'm gonna get some breakfast and get ready for these swing trades. Jump in the Discord, and I'll chat with you in a bit, my guy.
All right, see you, buddy.
Hey guys, look, seriously, listen, today's one of those days, okay? Drop some like, let's get the views up, let's get the volume up, let's get this thing pumping. If you're currently in chat right now, get the engagement up. It's just a flick of the switch, just one little thumb button, and we'll get more eyes on the stocks and tickers that we do love to talk about. All right? Let's go. All right, buddy. Catch you again in a bit.
Thank you, buddy. I'll see you in a little while. Whew. All right, people. Sleepy, thank you so much for that. Super. I appreciate that. In 2022, our PayPal and Shopify in trouble, overvalued. Everything's overvalued right now. Like literally everything is overvalued. So it's very hard to like be, it's very, very hard to be like, oh yeah, this stock is fair value right now, because everything is, and you also have to account for all of the money that's been pumped in. After you account for all of the like inflationary pressure in the market, I mean, it's probably not that bad in terms of like things being overvalued. It's just there's so much money that's gotten pumped into things that like, yeah, this is going to be the new norm probably. AMC is, yeah, AMC. Okay, except AMC. True. AMC not overvalued. That is very, very true. Hit the like, let's share and get the word out today. Thank you guys. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out a whole lot. Let's get some more eyes on this. AMC up 1.52%. SPY's doing all right over here. Let's see what happens with Lyft, this strangle. I think it's gonna be dead at open. But again, we do have Uber earnings after hours today. Could push it up. I think the Corsair one is gonna end up being dead. If the SPY goes on an absolute moon mission out of this box here and just starts to rip, well, then you could see a lot of things start to get really, really spicy. But we will have to wait and see. GME not overvalued. True. Yeah, there's also that Microsoft rumor. It's that time again. What happened in Kansas, bro? This is the funniest thing, bro. Okay, all right. Here's the thing. When we went to Kansas, it was like, oh, we're all doing the same thing. We've all kind of met each other online. Let's go hang out in person and just screw around. And that's literally what we did. We flew in. We went to the Buffalo Wild Wings. We were drinking, and then we stayed up really late and hung out, and we're just talking. And then we went on TMI stream in the morning, and we were all tired, and then we ate food, and then it was over. Like, that was really it. Grevin, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. What program do you use to bring TMI on the stream? Restream. It's just easier. I'm from KC. That's dope. Yeah, dude, it was fun. It was fun to meet people. Like, they're cool dudes. So, like, Gabe, TMI, Rogue, Trey, all good dudes. When playing earnings, do you play at the money? No. That's called conspiracy. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Vine is being offered a 15 shares. Wait, what? Vine? Isn't that like the movie, or not the movie, like the old TikTok? Is that what we're talking about here? So AMC right now up 1.4% in the pre-market. We got SPY trying to move up a little bit. I mean, let's see what happens with Amy's utilization today. I'll keep refreshing it. Still at 100%. So 21% estimated short interest on AMC over here. Let's see what we get on GME. GME's is very, very, very high right now. So GameStop's estimated short interest right now is 22.03%. That's kind of drunk. 1666 on AMC right now. Geez, hold that. Thank you so much for that big super, buddy. Man, you didn't have to do that. Appreciate all the 1348 info. AMC to the moon. Dude, what do you call it? 1348 is an absolute killer. What time is Daddy Gary speaking today? He will be speaking at 10. Just bought 50 more for good luck. There you go. Can you stream the SEC today? Yes, I will be streaming the SEC at 10. So we'll listen to Gary speak about meme stocks at 10. I've got the link up over here. February 9th, 2022, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Gary Gensler attacks the shorts. Just kidding. He's probably not going to do that. Good morning. Been a while since I was here. Been busy. Hope everyone's crushing it. Yeah, I mean, 1348 is going well. Everybody's printed with it. If you guys do want to learn more about it, make sure you check out the free part of the Discord in the top, and then just learn the strategy. Like, if you don't want to pay for premium, don't pay for premium, but learn the strategy and make yourself money. The premium is literally just going to give you alerts on like 300 stocks in the market when they're crossing. Hopefully some early morning pumps, dude. I'm hoping we get a little action here. I mean, the SPY's looking good going into pre-market day. We do have inflation data coming out tomorrow. Amy could go on an absolute nice little run today. Let's see what happens with it. Thoughts on J Powell insider trading? Did we really expect him not to do that? You gonna wait till after the meeting to trade? It's SEC? No. I don't think the SEC is gonna move markets today, and I'm not gonna be buying options on AMC until I see what I saw, what I said earlier on those whatchamacallits, the 1348 cross on the 4 hour and the move up to the 200 EMA. Did the big boy stop lending out shares until the Gary Gensler is done speaking? No. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people are gonna be like, you can call it a recall, but it's not a recall because they're not recalling anything. They literally were just like sticking their hand out, like, here, you can take this. And then they were like, oh, nobody's taking it, I'm going to bring it back. That's one of the possibilities as to what happened with utilization. But until we get an actual announcement from Ortex, in my mind, it's not real, because we saw the shares on loan specifically for AMC go down and the cost to borrow is still low. And GameStop's hasn't skyrocketed above like 8%, like what we've been seeing. So until that happens, if we start to see the cost of borrow really, really step up today, maybe even tomorrow, then we could say, oh yeah, it's definitely real. but it hasn't happened yet. So we're just kind of waiting to see right now. What do you think about Disney earnings? I'm probably going to play it. Just FYI, without premium, searching is very time consuming. Yeah, that's why premium is there. Yeah, I'll definitely play Disney. We'll price it in later today and just kind of see what happens. Maybe so watch Disney on a little run up ahead of their earnings. What are they at right now? Disney. Disney's up about 1%. Disca, I'm gonna be looking at today. Discovery is up 0.6. Viac was doing good at 1.2, up 1.19%. If you see some crosses happening, call them out. Uber is going to be another potential crosser. DraftKings, definitely look at that one. Netflix, Nvidia, chip makers. I don't know. I'm not really all that jazzed up on chip makers, except for Micron, because you can get cheaper contracts on those. So we'll take a look at those. GME 1348 cross on the 4-hour chart. Ooh, where is it in relation to the 200 though? Yeah, so it did cross the 200 EMA on GME is at 127.21. If we cross that, could be fun. Could be fun. So GME is up about 0.45%. AMC is up about 1% right now. SD searching you. I use Google when I click on search. All my previous searches show up, but not yours. TMI. That's but not me. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. YouTube just playing with me, buddy. Yeah. For everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Today's gonna be a wild day today. I'm thinking today could get a little nutty. So SPY's already up a decent amount. We had a nice little gap right at 4, coming up here a little bit too. So I mean, things are looking good. Where's oil today? So oil flat, basically down 0.02%. I don't think it's a glitch. They're shorting the F out of it. Right, exactly. They are, but with the amount of shares that institutions are willing to loan, it doesn't make all that much sense as for why the shares on load would then go down and then utilization would skyrocket. It would have to go up, up. It should be 100, and we all know it. Oh my God. Sell AMC and GME going down a lot. Oh my God. Sell. Chief, fuck off. Oh, you're spamming now too. You can get your ass put in timeout. That's how that works over here. Bing bong. You're in timeout. AMC not liking Dalai Lama news. Me either. Really don't care. Wait, what? Let's see. Bye, Chief. BKKT has been a runner recently too. Let's see. BKKT down 0.5% right here. AMC up 1.4. Here we go. Bye, Felicia. Yep. Yeah, that's how things work over here. You sold your SPY 451 yesterday. What's it at now? It's at oh shit, it's at 455. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Can I do Peloton? Yeah. I mean, it's down a little here. I'm not touching it just because it's super volatile and they're screwing around with stuff. When they move their earnings like that and they're doing weird stuff, the CEO's leaving, there might be a buyout, blah, blah, blah. I don't like it. Remember EVgo? I do remember EVgo. ChargePoint. What's ChargePoint doing? ChargePoint. That would have been nasty too. I mean, I won on the charge points yesterday. Those were decent, but EVgo looking good over here. Shan, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. DCFC Ortex, please. Yes. Wait, hold on. DCFC. They might not give us any. Yeah, no data. So there's no data across the board on this. Share short 398,000. What's the float on it? Not that's very, very low short interest. Very low short interest. Lyft is Lyft going. I mean, I have that strangle on Lyft. Yeah, Lyft is just flickering around here. This is literally the definition of an earnings dud. So we'll see what happens with it. Holy Neo. And Neo's up 4. Neo's coming up. So hold on. Lucid. If you're holding those Lucids I called out from yesterday, oh Jesus, those are so dirty. Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. That hurts. So AMD is just bull flag after bull flag. Where is it? Dude, I love AMD. AMD is my baby over here. I've owned that. That was the first stock I ever bought. Let's see. All righty. We have 6 minutes until market open, people. I hope everybody's excited. Yeah, that hurts. Or text from Nikola Corp is real? I don't know. I hate Nikola. They deserve to be at 0. After all the fraud they committed, they can screw off. I hate them. SPY's up 0.93. I don't know what's going to happen, says Lawrence. Nobody knows what's going to happen, buddy. That's what makes it fun. Be careful out there today, folks. Them rug pulls been hurting. Yeah. Talk. Does Gary talk today? Yes. As he wasn't born, he was hatched. Interesting. Yeah, so we're gonna get Gary at 10. We'll listen to that. Jeremy, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, bud. Hey man, so if the 100% utilization is correct via Ortex, since they are only 85% of reported, wouldn't that mean it's probably well over 100%? No, it's just 100% of what they're seeing. It's just 100% of what Ortex is seeing, Jeremy. So there could be like, think about it like it's a hard way to explain it. So like Ortex it's just like ratios. It's like they're looking at their little pool of 100% utilization, but there's another pool out there that could be another 50%, 75%, and it's going to make it go probably down because unless it's the other pool of 15% is at 100%. It's not the market for swings. Not holding overnight is paper handing. Is not paper handing. Okay, that's true. That's true. AMC utilization, it's at 100 right now, but I think it's fake until Ortex says anything. Yeah, cost borrow has not stepped up yet on it, and the shares on loan from yesterday to today went down by about 4 million. So, I mean, we got to wait and see just what Ortex says. If Ortex gives us a response and changes it around, then we'll see. If it's real, then expect to see a massive increase in cost to borrow over the next couple of days. Please say bing bong again. Bing bong. Just deposit another 1K. What's going to rip that I can day trade? I don't know, man. I'm just going to be looking at the 1348s. Surprised they have not clarified yet. Yeah. Is there a short squeeze signal? Probably GME got one a little while ago. I mean, I can check it. Trading signals. February 3rd, you got EPS. Type 3 buy. Other than that, nothing though. Sleepy, thank you so much for the super. Going back to bed. What if Lucid's Saudi money pulls out? Oh, that would be terrible. I don't think that's going to happen though, because Lucid's looking pretty promising over the long term, I think. But I don't know if they would do that. So Lucid's up 2% in the pre-market. The EVs are looking good. What about Blink? Look at the chargers. If EVs are going to go, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So Amy right now is up 1.22%. SPY's up 0.92. I mean, we got 3 minutes until the market opens, people. Let's see what happens. If you guys see any crossovers happening, it could get a little bit gnarly, but we'll see. We will see. SPY 45 could be the high today. I mean, right now it's at 455.10. It could be the high if it starts to sell off at open. Amy getting a little bit of a red candle before open, as it typically does for like literally no reason. GME hanging right around up about 0.8%. Here we go, people. Hit the like. It helps us too, says Casey. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the stream. Just helps out with the YouTube stuff. The algorithm helps people find the stream better. Cross on ride. Ride. Lordstown. In the pre-market, though, it's not actionable. That's the problem. We need actionable crosses in market hours. Uber's up 2. Lyft down again. Like Lyft is really selling now. Like this is going to be a little volatile here. So it's still a dud on earnings on Lyft, but we'll see what happens with it. Love the stream, SCV. Keep up the good work and be testing the 1348 on options soon. Regular Jason, good luck, buddy. It's fun. Open about to cross. Open door. Isn't that real estate or no? To the downside, yeah. SPY's hanging out around here. Netflix has been kind of a winner recently in terms of like trading. Let's see. Peloton's down a little bit. Amy, right now, we got 2 minutes to go, people. Come on. AT&T about to cross. Ooh. CBS, I think they already had earnings, but we can take a look. I know Disney's going to be reporting today after hours, I believe. So I'm probably going to be playing Disney. Affirm. Yeah, Affirm is dirty. I mean, man, Affirm, PayPal. You can play PayPal off of Affirm. Affirm is nasty. So if we get a cross on Affirm, I might trade it a little bit, but this thing's already up 4% in the pre-market. Like, that's dirty. I heard SHIB is going to hit $10 in the next 5 years. Who told you that? Ford could go. Ford and GM. Ford up 2.6. GM up. Ooh, General Motors. That's the one right here. That could be the one. I mean, it's I don't know. Disney to the up or down. I always play it both. Always play it both ways. All right, people, less than a minute to go. Here we go. SPY's getting a little bit jumpy here. Amy's chilling out. Let's see. IWM could get a little bit squeezy with freaking 52% short interest on that ETF, which is insane. Everything green today. AMC, GME, DWAC. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. If shit hits $10, I'll have $60 million, says Jason. There you go. Well, let's hope it doesn't. Oh, awesome. Nice, Amy. They're selling you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this crime. This is bullshit. Look at that. Right as market open. Tank. What is this? What is this? All right. It's coming back up here a little bit. GM doing its thing over here. All right. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see. Find the crosses, people. Let's see what happens. SPY's flickering around here. GME on the way down. That made 0 sense for why AMC right before market open will just go from literally 1665 all the way down to 1622. I call bullshit. Charge point crossing on the 2-hour. All right, GM is coming up a little bit here. Hold on. Let's see. I might get some GM just off the bat for fun. So GM got a little crossover here. General Motors. Let's see. GM looking all right over here. SPY looking like it might want to get a little bit jumpy. Let's see what happens with these. Neo, what's it looking like over here? Neo down. Let's see. Anything crossing over here for you people? For Oxy? Hold on. What's going on with Oxy? Oxy to the downside or upside? Oxy's coming up here. Ford. Red candle. Where's oil right now? Oil coming up. So hold on. Oxy could be the move here. Yeah, Oxy looks good. So let's see. What are the premiums looking like on Oxy? So oil is coming up. Oxy might get a little spicy here. I actually want these. Hold on. Oxy might be spicy. AMC's at 1655 here. We got Oxy trying to make a little bit of a move. Oil is up though, so this could be a dirty day on this one. Hold on. Let's get this here. See if this will fill. That did not fill. Order cannot be modified, so it filled me. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Oxy's coming up here. Oil is on the oil is coming up right here. So Oxy looks like it's going to get a little spicy right now off of this candle in 1348. So the oil plays are a little bit different. Sometimes it doesn't hit on 1348, but if oil is going to start to come up again, AMC's getting a candle here. SPY's trying to get a little bit of a candle. So Oxy is really getting jumpy here a little bit. So this can be a little spicy. I'm probably going to try to make the Oxys free. They're already up 16% right now. So if I can make any of these contracts free, I'm probably going to try to get some free Oxy contracts and just hold them. AMC right now, new day highs 1673. AMC is ripping. Yep. Okay, let's see. These are up 12% now. Where's oil? Yeah, oil's at 89.67. If it starts to come up, that could be dirty. Okay, SPY making a move up to the upside right here. Oxy, watch this one. Lucid coming up. Yeah, Lucid. Where's GM? I was hunting for GM. Not going. GME with a nice little candle over here, up 2.7%. AMC up 1.86. Here comes the SPY on the upside here. Ooh, baby. Oxy, what are we looking at? Here comes Oxy again. There we go. Affirm looking like it's going to rip. Yeah, they have earnings coming up. Let's see. Ooh, nice rebound green candles. Shout out SV Gant. Yeah, this is big candles over here. So AMC coming up pretty big here. It's about to cross 17. Here we go, everybody. This could get spicy. SPY coming up here. All righty. The Oxys are up about 12%. Let's see what happens with this. Oil, let me check it again. It was up 0.31. 0.36. So let's see. Boom on DWAC. Boom on AMC too. Approaching that 17. Oxy looks like it wants to get a little jumpy. I'm probably going to quick flip these, try to get a free contract over here and let it ride. IWM, GME, everything's starting to get a little bit of jumpiness to the upside over here. This could be fun. SPY chilling out. Oh, here comes Amy, 1705, up 3.83% right now. This is looking good. Ooh, 17. There we go. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Anything crossing over here, call them out. Where's Lyft and Uber? Lyft. All right, Oxy coming back down. Lyft. Big reds over here. What are these puts on Lyft doing? Down. So the strangle on Lyft got hammered. Uber, what's Uber looking like right now? Uber doing good. SPY chilling here. Where's oil? 0.36. What's it at now? 0.36 still. So let's see if the buyers are going to come back in and start pumping Oxy. It might. I don't know. We'll see. Express. All right, people. Here we go. EXPR. Express no cross. If anything's crossing, call it out. Holy AMC. New day high 1711. 1713 is the new day high on AMC. Justin, thank you so much for the super. SCV call stocks moving like a horse race announcer. Can you do a strangle strategy video? I could try. Yeah, I can do that. I'm just super, super busy right now. I really do want to get that. CFEI getting smacked. Interesting. Express looking all right. SPY chilling out here a little bit. AMC, though. New day highs over here. Oxy, what are we looking at over here? Oxy, little bit of a sell candle over here. Let's see what happens with oil. If the oil play doesn't play out, I will be in and out really, really, really quickly. Oil's starting to come up here. So watch this. Ripping 110% on a fund call. There you go. There you freaking go. So AMC's looking solid over here. SPY chilling out a little tiny bit. Let's see what happens. What about Exxon and Chevron? Are those starting to go? No, Exxon and Chevron are selling off hard here. So hold on. I might ditch these oxys and get out of it just because these oil plays are starting to get a little selly for no reason with oil coming up here. So oil is on the up, but oxy's holding here. So interesting. I'll see what happens with this. AMC 1712 right now. We got SPY trying to do its thing over here. Up 270% on my $16 AMC call. There you go, Jeremy. Francisco, thank you so much for the super bud. Good morning. Tilray Ortex, please. And is it crossing 1348? Let's take a look. Oxy not having fun here. Oxy, what are you doing? No, I think this is cap. I think this is cap with oil coming up. Tilray. Tilray not crossing at open, but we can take a look at the Ortex for it. Let's see. Tilray Ortex here. We got 97% utilization, 12.75% estimated short interest, 1.57% cost to borrow. So let's see what we get over here. I think Oxy just made a nice little move. Yeah, Oxy on the high now. High 1722 over here. So Oxy getting a little bit of a candle over here. Here comes oil. Here comes oil. BKKT exploding. Ooh, is it crossing? So BKKT is another one that I would play a little bit smaller. It didn't get the cross, but it is starting to come up. SPY's starting to get a little action here. Amy's looking like it wants to approach that previous day high. GME's getting some giant candles over here. Woo! There we freaking go, people. Yeah, Oxy looks good here. BBIG running. Nice. Wow, BBIG's getting some candles. Everything's starting to go. New highs on AMC over here. New highs on GME. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move. I like this. This is looking fun today, people. Give us another dollar, Campbell. It just confirmed 100% utilization on AMC. Hold on. Where is that? They might come out and just be like, yeah, our data's our data. But hold on. Ortex. Hold on. I'm looking for Ortex over here. I don't see any tweets or replies. I'm looking for something directly from Ortex, and I do not see anything yet. So, that short interest not confirmed yet. So, where's Oxy over here? Oxy still looking solid, man. So AMC trying to get back to that high over here. SPY's coming up. Let's check oil really quickly. It was up 0.37. 0.4 oil is coming up today. So Oxy could start to get really jumpy. I went a little bit further out of the money with these contracts just to kind of see what happens with them. But who knows? We'll see. Facebook looking green. Everything's probably looking green in the pre-market today. DraftKings, what's going on with DraftKings? DraftKings has been a winner. 2.85%, looking good. Uber and Lyft. Let's see what's going on with those. Uber bouncing. Exxon, any other oil plays starting to get a little jumpy. So Exxon is selling off hard here, which is a little bit weird with oil coming up. Now Oxy selling off here. What is going on with oil? Oil's up 0.4. So we'll see what happens. Oxy's getting a little volatile. Amy 1718. Let's see here. Yeah. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. SPY's getting a little action here. Come on. Come on. Micron cross to the downside. Interesting. So SPY new highs over here. Let's see. Oil not really getting that pump that we need. Viac and Discovery. What's going on with those? Disca could be a good one over here. Nope, not really doing a whole lot. SPY is making a move up here. GME flickering. AMC looking like it wants to come back up to the high. Oxy, what do we got? No, Oxy coming down. SPY Ortex is also insane. Yeah, there's been a lot of shorting in the just total market over here. I have a weird feeling they will start some serious FUD in a couple of days. They can start whatever they want. Why listen to it, though? Screw them. Snap. Snap up. No cross. AMC is looking like it wants to approach that previous day high over here. SPY starting to make a little bit of a move. Here we go. Volume over 5 million already. There you go. Oxy. I think this is, where's oil right now? I want to see oil above 90. And needs a little bit more of a pop. Yeah, what a can't. Oh, here it goes. New day highs on AMC right here. 1730. We are approaching the Fetty Wap numbers over here, people. Here we go. All right, there goes Oxy right here. Come on, get up to that previous day high. SPY looking all right over here. Oxy's getting a little bit of a pump. Amy hit that previous day high and came back down a little bit here. Oxy's still looking good. IWM short interest over 50%. Yeah, it's freaking insane, dude. It's insanity. All right, I'm up 11% on these Oxys. I want a lot more than that, though. I think Oxy's going to go dirty today. So let's see. We're crossing here. Amy coming up 1732. 1733 is the previous day high. Oxy looks all right here. SPY moving back down. AMC utilization is at 100% now. That's what it says. I still don't think it's real because the shares on loan went down, went from 121 million to 117 million today, and the cost to borrow hasn't stepped up yet. Oh, Oxy looking like it wants to make that new day high. Let's check AMC's call Ortex again. I know this is going to be a hot topic today, so let's see what we get over here. So it says the utilization is at 100%, but now we have shares on loan at 117 million versus the 121 million yesterday. 250,000 shares borrowed, and the average cost to borrow is slightly lower. I mean, it's very low. It hasn't necessarily stepped up yet to what we really want to see. Oxy making a new day high over. Ooh, it hit that. There it goes. There it goes. Amy, new day highs over here. We just blew. We're up 6% right now. This is looking good on AMC. Oil and AMC doing good today. All right, up 18% on these Oxys. I think this up 21. There it goes. All right, here we go. Yeah, AMC new highs over here. It's looking really good. Oxy's looking real strong over here too, with the SPY starting to make a move up. I'm probably gonna take these quick. I kind of want a free I want 2 free Oxy contracts. That's honestly really what I want, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. I could get almost 1 free one right now. Let's see here. Yeah, everybody filtering in too. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. GME selling off here a little bit. AMC still holding that high though. 1730, 1738. We got that Fetty Wap number over here. SPY looking all right over here. Here comes Oxy again. Where's oil? Oil, new day highs. Here comes Oxy coming up. There we go. 1750 new high. Yep. Here we go, everybody. Sell to Citadel. Oh, cool. Goodbye. Timeout. They're sending the bots in. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Here's the thing. If you listen, I'm gonna say something here. It's gonna be a little controversial, but I feel like everybody's gonna be on the same page with me. If you sell based on a bot coming in and telling you what to do, you deserve to be naturally selected. Thanks for banning that shell. I just timed out. Not like number 1,000. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Ooh, Oxy. There we go. All right, I can almost get 2 free Oxys. Very, very close. Let's see what happens with this. More shills, the better. Yeah, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? Some dude comes into a live chat and is like, you should sell it. And you're like, oh, you're probably right. No. All right, so Oxy's really, really ripping here. Let's see. What do I need on this? I need almost 100. Well, no. I need almost something for free Oxys. I hate saying this, dude. 3 dots to the right of name allows you to block anybody. Yeah. SPY moving back up here. Occidental looking good. Amy chilling. Where's oil? Oil selling off here a little. Sounds like SCV is. I am. That's exactly what I'm doing over here. I'm up 31% on these. I like it. It's a nice solid start to the day. I don't really want to let this go, so I'll probably ditch this soon. SPY trying to make another move here. Let's see if Occidental gets another pump. That would be pretty sweet. CFVI crossed down. Interesting, people. So Amy kind of it's trying to hold this high here, 1726. GME's trying to make its way back up here. Occidental wants to come up. The only play I've taken today is the oil off the gate. So let's see. Free Oxy. Smash that. Smash like from you like it. There you go. Alrighty. I feel like every AMC YouTuber should have their own reality show with shared universe like Marvel. It would be funny. I guess they're shorting the likes now. That's fine. They can do whatever they want. Here comes Occidental again. Let's see. Where's oil now? Oil popping. There we go. What's Walmart doing? No, stop it. All right, we got about 15 minutes until Gary Gensler too, so that could get interesting. SPY chilling here near the high. Amy flickering around over here as well. Occidental looks like it wants to come up. USO, MACD cross did the downside on oil. Be careful. Yeah, I might take this. I'll make it free. All right, here's what we'll do. It's coming up hard here. I'll sell it on this next rip. Let's see what I can get these for. The spreads are terrible. Let me see if I can get it for this. The spreads on it suck. So here it comes again. That probably filled. Actually, not yet. Filled. Okay, so I took profit on the Occidentals. I still have one free contract though. So that's not bad. I'll let that one ride for a little while just to kind of see. All righty. All right, people. Yeah, so I got one free Oxy over here. Funny. Haha. Amy looking like it wants to approach that previous day high over here. Occidental coming up. AMC cooling her jets. Yeah, where is he speaking? I have the link to it. We're going to listen to it. We're not going to watch it just because that's just how we do things over here. We're just going to listen to it. Amy coming down a little. Occidental still looking good. How far out are you playing Disney? Ding dong. Stop. All right. NVCT may be prime for a rip up. What's NVCT? All right. Oil's looking really. All right. Oxy making new day highs over here. That's pretty good. NVCT. Looking deep. It's trying to cross here. SPY's getting a little jumpy. Is anything else crossing right now? I don't see anything. Netflix puts. Did it cross? No, not really. That's not really a crossover here. So SPY chilling. AMC cooling off. Oil right now has been the winner for me today. Let's see. What's the ankle price today? The ankle price is 20 still. Dwayne the Cock Johnson. All right, people. All right. Amy 1712. What's the ankle shot? 20. 20 on for ankles. All right. SPY looking solid here. SPY goes up, Bitcoin goes up, Mara goes down. Ooh, yeah, but Mara also ran hard. Hood crossed, which I'm not playing hood to the upside. Screw that. I have morals. Bradley B. There you go with the TMI NFT. Attaboy. Disney. Yeah, Disney with a nice little cross here. I don't know. Let's see what we get over here. Yeah, also for everybody filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Just helps us get, I mean, everybody needs to be able to see this Gary interview. 17 right now on AMC. Where's Occidental? Oh, good thing I held that last. I mean, I could have waited until now and then just had 2 free contracts, but I mean, I still have 1 free one, which is nice with some profit. If it goes to 0, I'm good to go. Whoa, oil's coming down right now hard, and Oxy is just saying, nope, I want to go up. Interesting. I think Mara was just taking a small breather. Yeah, I could. SPY 547%. Good freaking morning. There you go. The Oxy wasn't a 1348. It was just oil play. Momentum on Oxy. So this thing's having fun. Viac and Disco. What are these looking like? Viacom. It looks all right. No cross, though. SPY moving down. Oxy still looking good. Made 250% on Amy from a 211 1550 strike. Only cost me $48. Big T. There you go, dude. When Gary, in about 12 minutes, we're going to get Gary. AMC runs on oil. America runs on Duncan. All right, Amy coming down to test this 13 EMA right here. SPY's cooling off a little bit. Look at Joanne's comment for news. Peloton had more resignations today under investigation. Ooh, hold on. Peloton to the downside here. No cross, though. So SPY cooling off a little bit here. Amy coming down to test this. Oxy still looking solid. Predictions on Gary. I don't know what he's going to say. I mean, he's going to talk about gamification. I don't know what he's going to talk about. Can you look at ADGI? Yeah, we took a look at it quickly. ADGI. No cross, but it's running here up 10%. Amy's up 2.5%. GME's up 0.79% right here. Zella moving inverse to our stock. Interesting. 100% of the time. Ortex is right 85% of the time. Hood cross to the down. Ooh. Where's the 200 though? Yeah, hood crossed here to the downside. I kind of want to take it, but I also Verizon boom cross. Nope, no cross. Nothing crossing here. You're stupid. No, you're good. Alrighty. Gary's gonna talk about the reason for these boom booms. Yeah, I don't know about that. Any Ortex confirmation yet? No, not yet. Why aren't you saying that he will talk about payment for overflow? It's order flow. But honestly, is that something that we don't know already? We're not gonna. I mean, I'm looking for new stuff. We already know Gary's gonna talk like he's looking at payment for order flow. Verizon cross from Monday morning. Yeah, if you took it there, you're good. They're live right now. Let me look. Yeah, but they're not doing anything yet. I have the stream up here and they're not doing anything. Occidental selling off. I might take this. Where's oil? Did oil go red yet? Nah, oil's still looking good. I'm gonna leave this last Occidental. It's not 100% utilization yet, guys. It's not confirmed. We have not seen the cost to borrow step up at all, really. Like 1.27 average. That is not 100% utilization cost to borrow. Can you reach out to Ortex? They might reply to you. All right. Okay. I'll put out a tweet. TMI put out a tweet too. All right. So I'm going to tweet this out and then I'm going to send the link to the tweet to you guys in the live chat. You guys can go engage with this so we can get their attention. That's what we really need to do. We just need to blow up their notifications so that we can get their attention. So right here, tweet is live. Just tweeted it out. Let me put the link to the tweet in the live chat over here. Make sure you guys go engage with that. I'll throw it in there a couple of times because the chat's moving pretty fast. So there you guys go. Check that out. Make sure you guys go engage with that so we can see. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, bud. Jack, overflow sounds about right. Overflow is shorts and synthetic shares. True, buddy. Very true. 17 max PM this week. SCV's Grinch fingers. What happened? What did I do? Yeah. All right. You guys are doing good on that one here. Good job. All right. Here comes Occidental again. I think this could go out to 41. I think that's what the strike is for this week that I have. Disca's about to cross. Ooh, don't even tempt me with a Disca cross, bro. Yep. I need a closing candle over here, though. Closing candle. And then I'm going to go small on it because Disca flickers around a little. And then we'll see. Gabe is working on fixing alerts in the Discord if anyone else was having any issues. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there must have been a little bit of an issue over there. Viac. You playing Viac? Viac's been a good one. Amy, hold on. We're going to look at Amy really quick. Yeah, Viacom's coming up. AMC's looking decent over here. Viacom's getting a little jumpy. Where's Disca, though? Disca's the one that actually has the cross. So I'm going to wait. I got 3 minutes until this candle closes, and then I'm going to wait and see what Disca is going to give me. We'll see. So AMC looking all right over here. What happened to Matt? I was in the stream. I don't know what happened. Where'd he go? Just because max paid is 17 does not mean we can't finish above. Exactly. 100%. You are 100% right on that. SPY's coming down to test this 13 EMA here. AMC's at 1697 right now, up about 3.2% on the day. I love to see that. Let's see. Yeah. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Let's see how you guys did on this tweet to blow Ortex's notifications up. Oh, you guys did really good. All right. What happened with the Lulu candles? They just kind of chilled out a little bit here. SPY coming down to test this. Disca doesn't really care though. So we got 2 minutes left to take a look and see what Disca is gonna do. It is making that day high. The oxys that I got this morning are up 38% right now. So if you guys got in on those, good for you. It's gonna be volatile though. That's why I quick flipped it in and out. Disca. All right. Oh, shoot. I got to mess around with this again. All right. Let's see what happens with discovery on this closing candle. 2 minutes left on this candle. It's coming up pretty nicely here. Plug cross down. Interesting. Anything else crossing? Let me know. Somebody said Ortex data was at 100% utilization. Can you confirm? It is, but I think it's fake. So that's why we're asking Ortex right here. 1 minute left on this Disca candle. SPY trying to bounce up here a little bit. What are these? Where's Oxy really quickly? Oh, there we go on Occidental. I love that. I love that. Disca. I mean, we're gonna hit another discovery play here. It's possible. I don't know. We'll see. It's photoshopped on Ortex? No. Dude, I have it right here. Look, refresh. 100% utilization right here. All right, less than a minute to go for this candle. I want to make sure I can get these discas if I want them. All right, 6 minutes left until we get Gary. Disney calls from yesterday up 40%. There you go. Go retweet source of this tweet about AMC utilization. Yeah, it's on Twitter right now. Yeah, you guys are doing good over there. Thank you. Here it is. All right, so there's the little sell candle on Disca. Let's see what happens with it. SPY coming down still a little tiny bit. All right, I kind of want a green candle up here. That's what I want to see out of Disca. This is what makes me think BlackRock is lending out all the cheap shares. What do you mean cheap shares? Like they're not making any money on it. I just don't see it. Viac, what's Viac doing? Viac was the winner over the last couple of days. Verizon was doing good. Amy's trying to get back above 17. SPY's just flickering here. Let me see where Disca is. Nah, Disca, I don't like it right now, but let's Sens cross. Ooh, interesting. To the downside or upside? Sens cross up. Ooh. Sens has been looking good, honestly. Honestly, it's been looking good on these crosses. So I'll do a little one. I'll do a little baby one. Maybe. Maybe. Sens coming down. Watch that pre-market high. All right, let's see what we want here. I'll just hold these. All right, so Amy trying to pop a little bit here. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move back up as well. Let's see. I think they only filled me on one of the Sens, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, got to do what you got to do sometimes, huh? Sens has been getting a little jumpy, short interest high. They're getting that little potential FDA stuff. I went really small, really small on that one. The Oxys are up 35%. There you go. AMC 1703 over here. Prague popping. That was the one that we were looking at earlier. At Prague crossing and coming to the upside here. That's a decent one if you want to flip it, maybe. So Prague's getting some candles. 37% on Oxy. There you go. Amy popping up above 17 here. Here we go, everybody. Gary talking about green energy. He's not talking yet. I swear he's not talking. There's nothing coming on. I have the volume on too, so this could get interesting. Prague is ripping right here. So this could get a little spicy on Prague on this cross. Yeah, Prague is moving right now. SNDL popping. Yeah, I mean, on the extension news of they're like potentially not getting delisted. But yeah, all right. Sens, what are we looking at over here? Sens coming up. There you go. Sens is getting a nice little candle. My contracts have not moved, so that kind of is shitty. But you know, I mean, I probably need a bigger move to see Sens start to really pay out these contracts. But pre-market high, or what's this? 68. Okay, so this could be good here. New highs over here. SPY moving down. Gary said he's talking this week. Gary's talking in like 3 minutes. Everybody hit that like button with your left ankle. Thank you, Wall Street It's the Block. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, it helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. I'm surprised these Sens contracts aren't moving right now. Let's check Oxy really quick. Still at the high. That's nice. AMC hit 17. Yeah, it hit 17.10 and then got knocked right back down. SPY's trying to move down a little here. Occidental looking for a new day high. Sens, what are we looking at over here? Yeah, if it breaks 368, it could get jumpy here. So watch that. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing ankles today. Dude, if we do, that would be wild. That would be awesome. All right, there it goes. There's Sens breaking 368. I think that's been the previous high a lot of the time. 372. Okay, so watch that. Disca. All right, hold on. What did Disca do? Did it go? Yep. Okay, so Disca's getting a little tiny candle here. Little bit of a candle. All right, we'll do something there. Another tiny one. Discovery. It's already up. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna play Disco today. I think I'll leave this one be. I think I'll leave Disco alone for today. Sens, how we doing over here? Sens, runner on Sens. Here we go. AMC coming back up to life. You get the bit of the baby oil out for those ankles? Maybe, man. Yeah, I don't want the Discos yet. All right, 41% on Occidental. There you go. Amy 1707 right here. Love this consolidation of AMC right now. Me too. We got 1 minute until Gary as well. They might be a little bit late. I do have the volume on, so once it starts going, we'll hear it, and then we'll take a listen to it. We'll leave the charts up so we can just kind of see what's going on. But Sens is looking good here. Amy's coming up 17-15 here. I like this. A little bit of a run. Comes down, tests this, and starts to make its way back up. I love to see that. Sens is looking good over here too. SNDL is getting nasty. Interesting. What up, SCV? AMC, my real initials. What's going on? 43% on Occidental. Wait, hold on. We got U.S. December wholesale inventories, 2.2%, expected 2.1. 120% on BKKT. There you go. Amy 1714. Sens looking good. Oxy, what are the Oxys at? 37%. That's not bad. It's not bad. Sens is looking meaty. Yeah. Yeah, it does look good. Peloton, please. Peloton's probably on the way down with some more firing of employees or people leaving. Sense. I mean, Peloton's all right. I'm just not touching it. There's just too much wonkiness going on with it. Crypto pumping again today. Riot, what's going on with you? It's all right over here. Oxy, what's going on with this? Oh, man. Occidental just looks like it wants to do nothing but just slowly come up. Where's oil right now? Oil's kind of staying flat here. Bank of America about to cross. Yep. I don't know about this one, though. 85% on SoFi, 1348. There you go. There you go. All right. Nothing on Gary yet. It's just this is what you see right here. It's just nothing. So nothing yet on the open door meeting. Yeah. So the thing with Oxy is it'll do this. It'll run up and then could just tank. So we got to keep a lookout on it. It's like playing Crash. Sens still solid over here. BBIG making another run. Biggie. It's coming back up. AMC 1713 up 4.27. GME up 1.5. Spy's trying to make another run back up here. BBIG is trying. Sens, we're looking at on you, huh, buddy? Got new day high on Sens. Looking at that day high at 373 on Sens. Occidental, what's this thing doing? It's just chilling here. SEC late, not surprising. IWM heavily shorted. Yeah, heavily. 54% on GM. Ooh, that was a good one. Affirm tearing up. Yeah, no cross, I don't think, on that one. The Oxys are at 41% here, 42%. Here it goes. New day high. Prague ripping. Prague over. Hold on. Yeah, Prague's coming up on this cross. You got on this at like 186 all the way back up here. That's a good one. Spy's making its way back up here. Nothing on the SEC yet. Oh, hold on. Amy candle 1719 over here looking decent. Roblox looking juicy. Is it now? Yeah, Prague looks good. Sens. We'll take a look at Roblox. Yeah. All right. Here comes Sens. RBLX. Roblox. Roblox looks like it could get a little spicy here on a cross.
Good morning. This is an open meeting of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on February 9th, 2022. I want to welcome members of the public who are listening in. Today, the Commission will consider 3 recommendations from staff on proposed rules. First, we will consider whether to propose rules and amendments under the Advisors Act for private fund advisors and whether to propose amendments to the compliance rule under the Advisors Act. Second, we will consider whether to propose new rules to address cybersecurity risk management for registered investment advisors and investment companies, as well as related amendments to certain rules regarding advisor and fund disclosures.
Made 45K based on 1348 last week. Thanks for all your cognizance, sharing, and keeping us posted with the options trading strategies. Boom! Thank you for the super. I appreciate that.
Amendments under the Securities Exchange Act to reduce risk in the clearing and settling process for securities. This would be including by shortening the standard settlement cycle for most broker-dealer transactions and securities to 1 day, which is sometimes called T+1. The proposed rules and rule amendments would be applicable to broker-dealers and certain clearing agencies. We'll also consider whether to propose rule amendments under the Investment Advisors Act to require investment advisors to maintain certain related records to this clearing and settling. I'm pleased to support all three of these items and look forward to today's presentation. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to welcome William Birtbissel, the new director of the Division of Investment Management, to the Commission and to the first open meeting he has been able to participate as division director. I will now turn it over to William to introduce our first item for consideration. I think William's also going to be doing the second item, but new rules and amendments on the Investment Advisors Act to enhance the regulation of private fund advisors, as well as an amendment to the Advisors Act compliance rule. With that, William.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Chair Gensler and Commissioners Peirce, Lee, and Crenshaw. Today, the Division of Investment Management recommends proposing new rules and amendments under the Investment Advisors Act of 1940 to enhance the regulation of private fund advisors. In addition, the division recommends amending the compliance rule under the Advisors Act in order to assist our examination staff and enhance investor protection more generally. I'm honored to participate in the first open meeting I've been able to attend as division director. I've been extremely impressed by the staff's professionalism and commitment to the agency's mission, particularly in these extraordinarily challenging times. While drafting this proposal and others, the division staff have worked tirelessly to brief me on a broad array of issues that impact the investments of millions of Americans. I thank each of those dedicated public servants, and I'm privileged to join them in this important work. Private funds and their advisors play an important role in both private and public capital markets. These funds, including hedge funds, private equity funds, and venture capital funds, currently have approximately $18 trillion in gross assets. Private funds invest in large and small businesses and use strategies that range from long-term investments in equity to rapid trading and investments in complex instruments. Their investors include individuals, institutions, governmental and private pension funds, and nonprofit organizations. The economic activity of private funds is significant both to large portions of the capital markets, the businesses that raise capital from private funds, and to many individual American investors. Following the great financial crisis, Congress passed the Dodd-Frank Act, which increased the Commission's responsibility for overseeing private fund advisors. In the past decade of overseeing most private fund advisors, the staff has examined these advisors to assess the risks presented by their business models. The Commission has also pursued enforcement actions against private fund advisors for practices that have caused private funds to pay more in fees and expenses than they should have, negatively affecting returns for private fund investors. Other actions against private fund advisors stem from their failure to disclose relevant conflicts of interest concerning the private fund advisor and the fund. Despite our examination and enforcement efforts, private fund investors do not receive sufficient transparency regarding the full cost of investing in private funds, the performance of such private funds, and conflicts of interest. Our recommendations today are not requiring advisors to disclose private funds holdings or strategies publicly, but rather are focused on increasing transparency about the fund's fees and performance to their investors. In addition, private fund advisors engage in a number of practices that are contrary to the public interest and protection of investors, particularly related to fees, expenses, and certain other conflicts of interest. We recommend that you propose to prohibit or restrict these activities. We believe they give advisors an incentive to place the advisor's interests ahead of their clients, and by extension, their investors, and can result in private funds and their investors bearing an unfair proportion of fees and expenses. I will now invite my colleague, Christine Schleppergrell, from the Division of Investment Management to describe the recommendations in more detail.
Thank you, William. Our proposal recommends that the Commission propose 5 new rules under the Investment Advisors Act 1940. under that act. First, the proposal includes a new rule that would require registered private fund advisors to distribute a quarterly statement to private fund investors. The quarterly statement would disclose certain information regarding the cost of investing in the private fund and the private fund's performance. For example, the statement would include a detailed accounting of all fees and expenses paid by the private fund during the reporting period, and fees and expenses paid by underlying portfolio companies to the advisor and its related persons. Also, the statement would include performance information based on standardized metrics that are tailored to whether the advisor classifies the fund as a liquid or liquid fund. This proposed rule is designed to assist investors in assessing, monitoring, and comparing their private fund investments. Second, the proposal includes a new rule that would require registered private fund advisors to obtain annual financial statement audits for the private funds they advise and require the audited financial statements to be delivered to investors. The proposal would require an independent public accountant that meets certain independent standards to perform the audit. The proposed new rule would help protect the private fund and its investors from the misappropriation of fund assets and also provide an important check on the advisor's valuation of private fund assets. Third, the proposal includes a new rule that would require registered private fund advisors to obtain a fairness opinion from an independent opinion provider in connection with advisor-led secondary transactions to ensure that private fund investors are offered a fair price. In an advisor-led secondary transaction, advisors offer existing fund investors the option to sell or exchange their interests in the private fund for interests in another vehicle advised by the advisor or any of its related persons. Also, the proposal would require registered private fund advisors to prepare and distribute to the private fund investors a summary of any material business relationships the advisor or any of its related persons has or has had within the past 2 years with the independent opinion provider. The proposal would require advisors to distribute the opinion and written summary to investors prior to the closing of the transaction. The proposed new rule is designed to address conflicts of interest that arise in these transactions because the advisor and its related persons typically are involved on both sides of the transaction and have interests in the transaction that are different than or in addition to the interests of investors. Fourth, the proposal includes a new rule that would prohibit all private fund advisors from engaging in certain activities and practices that are contrary to the public interest and the protection of investors. The proposed new rule is designed to address conflicts of interest that could reasonably lead to fraud and investor harm because they incentivize advisors to place their interests first. In our experience, such conflicts cannot be managed through disclosure alone. The proposed new rule would prohibit an advisor from charging certain fees and expenses to a private fund or portfolio investment. Specifically, the proposed new rule would prohibit advisors from charging fees for unperformed services, fees associated with an examination or investigation of the advisor, fees for the advisor's regulatory or compliance costs, and fees related to a portfolio investment that are allocated on a non-pro rata basis. In addition, the proposed rule would prohibit an advisor from reducing the amount of any advisor clawback by the amount of certain taxes, would prohibit an advisor from seeking reimbursement, indemnification, exculpation, or limitation of its liability for certain activity, and would prohibit an advisor from borrowing or receiving an extension of credit from a private fund client. Fifth, the proposal includes a new rule that would prohibit all private fund advisors from providing preferential terms to certain investors regarding redemption rights and information about portfolio holdings or exposures. Also, the proposed new rule would prohibit advisors from providing any other preferential treatment to private fund investors unless advisors disclose such treatment. The proposed new rule is designed to protect investors by preventing advisors from providing special redemption rights and transparency into fund holdings when these terms can have a material negative effect on other investors. Sixth, the proposed amendments to the Books and Records Rule under the Advisors Act would require registered private fund advisors to retain copies and records related to the proposed new rules. These proposed amendments are designed to help facilitate the Commission's inspection and enforcement capabilities. Seventh, the proposed amendments to the compliance rule under the Advisors Act would require all SEC registered advisors, including those that do not manage private funds, to document their annual review in writing. The proposed amendments are designed to help examination staff understand an advisor's compliance program, identify potential weaknesses in the compliance program, and determine whether the advisor is complying with the rule. Thank you for considering our recommendation. I will now turn it over to Jessica Wachter, Director of the Division of Economic and Risk Analysis, who will discuss the economic impact of the recommendation.
Thank you, Christine, and good morning, Chair Gensler and Commissioners. Today, the Commission is considering proposing new rules and amendments under the Investment Advisors Act regarding the disclosures and business practices of private fund advisors. Private fund advisors oversee assets totaling in the tens of trillions of dollars. Assets under management have grown over time. In particular, the assets under management of registered private equity advisors have approximately doubled over the past 5-year period. Private fund advisors are thus important intermediaries between investors and companies seeking to raise capital. The relationship between a fund advisor and investors is at the core of modern finance. Investors trust their fund advisors to manage money on their behalf. Several problems appear present as we examine this relationship in the context of private funds. First, investors have limited access to information about fees and performance. These problems are compounded to the extent that certain funds have illiquid investments that may be difficult to independently value. Second, sales and compensation practices and certain agreements speak to a misalignment of incentives between advisors and funds. The proposals considered here today would bring greater transparency to fees, expenses, and returns so that investors could gain greater insight into the costs of the fund and to fund performance. The proposal would also prohibit certain sales and compensation practices in preferential terms. For example, advisors would be prohibited from using fund expenses to pay fees associated with an investigation of the advisor. Advisors would be prohibited from borrowing from a fund. Both practices may create adverse incentives for risk-taking. Advisors would not be able to give preferential information regarding portfolio holdings or exposure, nor would they be able to allow some investors to redeem at times when others cannot. By bringing greater uniformity to the information provided to investors and by moving towards less opaque and complex compensation arrangements, we believe these proposals will drive efficiency for private advisors, funds, and even issuers. This may ultimately encourage capital formation. There may be costs associated with these proposals, including the cost of obtaining an audit and the cost of disseminating information. Compensation practices and preferential terms may serve an economic function which may no longer be available. We have carefully considered these costs in developing this proposal. In closing, I thank our colleagues from the Division of Investment Management, the Division of Exams, the Office of the Chief Accountant, and the Office of General Counsel for their collaboration, and I thank you for your attention.
Thank you both for all the presentations, William, Christine, and Jessica, and so Commissioner Peirce.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thanks
Hester!
to Christine, Jessica, and William. William, I'm sorry that for your first rule at your first meeting, I will not be able to support it. Today's proposal represents a sea change. It embodies a belief that many sophisticated institutions and high net worth individuals are not competent or assertive enough to obtain and analyze the information they need to make good investment decisions or to structure appropriately their relationships with private funds. Therefore, the Commission judges it wise to divert resources from the protection of retail investors to safeguard these wealthy investors who are represented by sophisticated, experienced investment professionals.
Oh, yeah.
I disagree with both assessments. These well-heeled, well-represented investors are able to fend for themselves, and our resources are better spent on retail investor protection.
Whoa.
Accordingly, I'm voting no on today's proposal.
Whoa.
As you've heard already, if finalized, the proposal will impose a host of new mandates on private fund advisors. Among other things, registered private fund advisors would have to provide investors detailed, standardized quarterly information on fees, expenses, and performance, including data on portfolio investment compensation, to obtain annual financial statement audits by a public company accounting oversight board registered auditor, and to document in writing their annual compliance reviews. The proposal would require registered private fund advisors to provide investors with an independent fairness opinion for any advisor-led secondary transaction. Further, the proposal would prohibit all private fund advisors, even those not registered with the Commission, from directly or indirectly engaging in certain sales practices, conflicts of interest, and compensation schemes, including charging certain types of fees and expenses to a private fund or portfolio investment, allocating certain fees and expenses in a non-pro rata fashion, and providing certain types of preferential treatment. These changes represent a meaningful recasting of the SEC's mission. First, the proposals focus on protecting private fund investors by shaking information loose from what we deem to be uncommunicative private funds and shutting down practices we deem to be unfair is a departure from the Commission's historical view that these types of investors can fend for themselves. As we reiterated when we proposed a modest expansion of the scope of the accredited investor subset of sophisticated investors 2 years ago, we have justified setting accredited investors apart from their retail compatriots because we deem the former able to, quote, gain access to information about an issuer or about any investment opportunity or to bear the risk of a loss. I personally have never found the sophistication narrative a compelling rationale for keeping unaccredited investors out of the private markets. And maybe a silver lining of today's rules is that it signals a new belief that all investments should be open to all investors.
That's not bad.
After all, with this proposal, which affords retail-like protections to accredited investors, this commission is publicly calling into question the rationale for dividing retail from accredited investors. Second, and related, the Commission undoubtedly will devote examination and enforcement resources to ensure that private fund advisors adhere to their new prescriptions. We're not blessed with unlimited resources, and each year we make difficult decisions about how to expand our exam and enforcement energies, Not surprisingly, the Commission historically has placed retail investor protection near the top of the list of agency priorities, even after the Dodd-Frank Act's private fund registration mandate. If we adopt today's proposal, will we choose to redeploy exam and enforcement resources away from their current focus on retail investor protection to the apparently pressing need of protecting millionaire investors from private fund advisors? Third, the application of new prohibitions on private fund advisors that are exempt from registering with us takes another step toward erasing any distinction afforded by the exemption from registration. Commissioner Troy Paredes foresaw this problem in 2011 when the Commission imposed mandatory public disclosure requirements on venture capital funds. He was concerned, quote, that the Commission is shaping a regulatory regime that ultimately will come at the expense of capital formation, innovation, entrepreneurism, and jobs. As the VC fund industry is required to bear more regulatory burdens and demands, the risk is that capital formation will be unduly hindered. This proposal, if finalized, could hinder capital formation. I do offer my thanks to the staff of the Divisions of Investment Management and Economic and Risk Analysis and the offices of the Chief Accountant and General Counsel. Although I'm unable to support today's proposal, I appreciate all of the work and effort that staff put into this well-written proposal and the time that you took to discuss it with me.
Yeah.
I look forward to hearing from commenters about whether my concerns about the proposal are justified or misplaced. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Peirce. Commissioner Lee.
Thank you, Chair. Transparency, protection against conflicts of interest, and accountability. These are cornerstones of investor protection in all markets and for all investors. So I'm pleased to support today's proposal, which seeks to achieve these goals in the private fund space in a thoughtful and well-informed manner. With over 5,000 registered private fund advisors managing over 18 trillion in private fund assets, as we heard earlier, this growing segment of the market has a significant impact on investors, on capital markets, and on our economy. As noted in the release, the staff now has a decade of oversight under its belt, and it brings that depth of experience and expertise to bear in proposing a number of important reforms. Today's proposed rules address informational gaps and asymmetries, as well as inherent conflicts of interest that can harm investors and markets. And in considering this proposal, I think it's critical to note the large and growing presence of retail investors, and particularly those with retirement assets exposed to this market. For example, U.S. pension funds hold roughly $480 billion in private equity investments, representing an average of about 9% of their holdings. And what's more, so-called crossover investments are investors such as mutual funds with numerous retail investors are steadily increasing their participation in these markets. So I'm pleased with the thoughtful approach that today's proposal takes, and I look forward to public comment on all of the proposed changes. I will only highlight a few of the most significant potential improvements here. One key reform is a proposed requirement for registered fund advisors to provide a quarterly statement containing critical information about the fund's fees and expenses at both the fund and portfolio investment level. I think this detailed, simple, and clear information will give both retail and institutional investors alike standardized cost information in a straightforward and digestible tabular format. The information should facilitate reasoned, well-informed decisions by investors who may, in certain circumstances, otherwise be at a disadvantage vis-a-vis the advisor or other investors. And as we've said before, with respect to registered funds, the Commission has a strongly held belief that fees and expenses are centrally important to investment decision-making. And that principle holds true for private fund investors as well, because informed decision-making by all investors is paramount to efficient capital allocation and well-functioning markets. The second key area of reform relates to protection from certain conflicts of interest. For example, the proposal would prohibit a private fund advisor, whether registered or not, from granting preferential redemption terms to one or a subset of investors. And that practice can lead to significant dilution for those without preference. Also, private fund advisors would be required to disclose other forms of preferential treatment to all investors. Because preferential treatment, coupled with a lack of transparency, can severely inhibit a party's bargaining ability and power, essentially leaving investors to bargain in the dark. Lack of transparency inhibits the ability to make an informed decision about investments, which can impact returns and result in misallocation of capital and other market inefficiencies. And some of these proposed protections related to conflicts represent the collective wisdom of the staff after years of monitoring this space and observing the costly financial impact that these conflicts can create. I have full confidence in their assessment. And finally, this proposal requires and promotes accountability among certain private fund advisors in a number of ways. Among the most prominent is the requirement to obtain a financial statement audit performed by an independent public accountant that is registered with the PCAOB. As stated in the release, our experience has shown that audits provide meaningful protection against misleading information and misrepresentations of important metrics such as fees, performance, and other items. This provides a crucial safeguard for the accuracy of an advisor's representation. The practical effect of the proposed rules is to help bring efficiency and fairness to this market through transparency, addressing conflicts, and creating accountability. So I want to thank the staff in the Division of Investment Management and echo the chair's warm welcome to Director Birdthistle. I also want to thank the staff in examinations, economic risk and analysis, and the Office of the General Counsel. All of you together have produced a well-considered, meaningful, and balanced regulatory framework, and I'm happy to support the proposal. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Lee. Commissioner Crenshaw.
Thank you, Chair Gensler. Investment advisors are their clients' fiduciaries. This means that investment advisors are legally obligated to serve their clients' best interest. This standard of conduct is not an aspirational goal. It must be meaningful and offer the real protections investors reasonably expect and deserve. And the standard of conduct is not limited to the conduct of an advisor's relationship with retail clients or registered funds. Private fund investors, including such entities as pension funds, charitable organizations, college endowments, rely on the protections afforded by the Advisors Act and benefit from advisors' obligations to place their clients' interest first. In order to ensure that the fiduciary standard of conduct delivers these protections, we must carefully consider whether the current rules are the right ones. Today's release assesses and then proposes reforms to the markets in which private fund advisors operate. These markets are often opaque and present a variety of investor protection concerns. Through the work of the Division of Exams, the Commission has identified, among other things, many concerning examples of private fund advisors' conflicts of interest, inconsistent disclosures, and improper allocations of fees and expenses. Such practices can result in harm to investors, and the rules that the Commission proposes today include several provisions to better align advisors' disclosures and conduct with their clients' best interest. To that end, the release proposes specific and detailed disclosures about fees and expenses, advisor compensation, how private fund performance is calculated, and the preferential terms granted to some, but not all, investors. This additional information should help private fund investors better assess the advisor's performance and decide whether to remain invested in a particular private fund, how to invest other assets, and whether to invest in private funds managed by the same advisor in the future. And after a decade of oversight of private fund advisors, it seems requiring better disclosure alone is not adequately protect investors. For example, we've seen private fund advisors structure deals to benefit advisors at the expense of the private fund and its investors, charge fees for services the advisor never intends to provide, obtain reimbursement from clients for expenses that don't directly relate to the activities of the private fund, and attempt to convince investors that they have fewer rights and avenues for redress in the event of advisor misconduct than the law actually provides. Such practices unfairly enrich advisors by putting their interests ahead of the fund and its investors. And the private fund investors often have little or no meaningful opportunity to identify or address this conduct. Given the evidence that many private fund investors lack sufficient bargaining power to demand greater protections and to have their interests placed first, disclosures alone don't appear to be sufficient. And the Commission should help ensure all investors are getting the protections that they need. I believe this proposal is a meaningful step in promoting the best interest of private fund investors. Thank you to the Chair, the Chair's Council, to my fellow commissioners and their staff, the staff in the Division of Investment Management, the Division of Exams, the Office of the General Counsel, the Division of Economic and Risk Analysis, and of course, a warm welcome to Director Bert Thistle. And thank you all for your thoughtful work to advance today's proposed rule. And I look forward to reviewing the comment letters.
Thank you, Commissioner Crenshaw. Thank you all commissioners. And today, this commission is considering rules and amendments, as we've talked about, to the Investment Advisors Act to improve efficiency, competition, and transparency. Efficiency, competition, and transparency at the heart of our three-part mission. And it's around the activities of private funds advisors. I support the proposal because if adopted, it would help investors in private funds on the one hand, but also the companies raising capital from these funds on the other hand, two of the really fundamental parts of our three-part mission. Now, why do private funds matter? First, they matter because they're large and they're growing in size, complexity, and number. These funds, including hedge funds, private equity funds, venture capital funds, liquidity funds, currently have approximately $18 trillion in gross assets. But beyond the size itself, these funds matter because of what or who stands on either side of them. The funds pool money of other people, the limited partners. But who are these limited partners? Well, sometimes they are wealthy individuals, as other commissioners have said, but often, though, they're retirement plans like state government pension plans or nonprofit and university endowments. And the people behind those pension funds and endowments often are teachers, firefighters, municipal workers, students, and professors. And now, who are the people on the other side of the private funds? They're entrepreneurs, they're They're trying to turn big ideas into big companies. They're small business owners looking to hire employees, invest in new technologies, and grow. They're the managers of late-stage companies as well, bought and sold by private equity firms. Private fund advisors, through the funds they manage, touch so many parts of our economy. Thus, it's worth asking whether we can promote efficiency, competition, and transparency in this field as our mission lays out. This proposal is designed to do a number of things. You've heard it reviewed. I'll hit a couple of them as well. First, it would increase transparency, would provide comparability to fund investors on a quarterly basis around the three items of fees. These are not just management fees and performance fees, but the investment fees that the fund or the fund's affiliates pulling off the portfolio companies. It's about expenses and performance metrics. That being said, increasing transparency by private fund advisors with respect to fees, expenses, performance metrics, as important as that is not enough to protect investors. Thus, secondly, the proposal also would prohibit private fund advisors from engaging in a number of activities that are contrary to the public interest and the protection of investors. For example, the proposal would prohibit, as you've heard, seeking reimbursement, indemnification, exculpation, or limitation of its liability for certain activities, such as a breach of fiduciary duty in providing services to private funds. Charging certain fees and expenses to a private fund or its portfolio company, such as accelerating monitoring fees or fees associated with an examination or investigation of the advisor, or granting preferential treatment for certain investors regarding redemption information about portfolio holdings or exposures. Third, other preferential treatment, as typically granted in side letters, would be allowed, but only if there's disclosure to prospective investors and existing investors, so that investors understand these preferential treatments. Fourth, the proposal also would require annual audit. As been mentioned, audits would provide important review of the advisor's valuation of private fund assets, which often serve as a basis for calculating fees. And fifth, the proposal would require registered private fund advisors to obtain a fairness opinion from an independent opinion provider in connection with specific kinds of transaction. In essence, where an advisor may stand to profit at the expense of private fund investors. It provides an important check against the advisor's potential conflicts of interest in structuring and leading such advisor-led so-called secondary transactions. And finally, the release proposes amendments to investors' obligation with respect to books and records and compliance. Now, I'm pleased to support today's proposal, subject to commission approval. Look forward to the public's feedback. I'd like to thank members of the SEC staff who worked on this rule, including William Burtbissel, and William's dad might be watching. He too has the same name. Sarah Ten-Seekoff, Melissa Gaynor, Melissa Harkey, Michael Noose, Mark Maris Pond, Christine, who we heard from earlier, Thomas Strumpf, Alex Bradford, Tim Delaney, Trevor Tatum, in the Division of Investment Management. In the Office of General Counsel, Meredith Mitchell, Marie Louise Huth, Natalie Shioji, Robert Bagnall, and Amy Scully and Dan Berkowitz. From the Division of Economic Risk Analysis, we heard from Jessica, but also Russ, Shuke Z, Alexander Schilla, Cindy Alexander, and Charles Woodward. And then from the Division of Exams and Division of Enforcement, Dan Kyle, Christopher Mulligan, and Daniel Fagus, that's from Exams, and Adam Atherton and Dabney Oredin from Enforcement, and also from the Chief Accountant's Office, Natalie Martin, Ahmed Arif, Anita
Oh,
Dout, Kevin Vaughn, and Aaron Nelson. And not to leave anyone out, Office of International Affairs, Paul Gumage, Kathleen Hutchinson, Elizabeth Jacobs, and Morgan McDonald. I also want to thank Jenny Songer, who's in the chair's office now, but helped work on this when she was in the Division of Investment Management. How do commissioners vote on whether to approve the division's recommendations as presented?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the recommendation is approved by a vote of 3-1. So I turn it over to Vanessa to send off to the Federal Register. I would also note for the public in this rule and the other rules we're considering today that the comment files will be open as soon as we put this on our public website, hopefully in the next 24 hours for a period of not less than 60 days from when it goes on our public website or 30 days from the time it's in the Federal Register. We had some conversation about that amongst commissioners, and we think this gives more certainty that it's at least 60 days from when it's on our website or the later of 30 days when it gets in the Federal Register. It sometimes takes a while to get in the Federal Register. Next up, we have some new rules to consider on cybersecurity risk management for registered investment advisors and investment companies, as well as related amendments regarding advisor and fund disclosure. So I'll turn it back to you, William, from the Division of Investment Management.
Thank you again. Chair Gensler and Commissioners Peirce, Lee, and Crenshaw. Today, the Division of Investment Management recommends new rules and amendments designed to improve cybersecurity risk management for investment advisors, registered investment companies, and business development companies. Advisors and funds play an important role in our financial markets and increasingly depend on technology for critical business operations. They face numerous cybersecurity risks and may experience cybersecurity incidents, which could cause significant financial, operational, legal, and reputational harm. We are therefore recommending for proposal a set of comprehensive reforms to address how advisors and funds mitigate and disclose cybersecurity risks, to enhance advisor and fund disclosure of cybersecurity incidents, and to require advisors and funds to report significant cybersecurity incidents to the Commission. Today, there are no Commission rules that explicitly require firms to adopt and implement comprehensive cybersecurity programs. Based on staff examinations, we are concerned that not all registered funds and advisors have adopted and implemented reasonably designed cybersecurity programs. We are also concerned about advisors and funds' disclosures to clients and shareholders concerning cybersecurity risks and incidents. While many firms already provide disclosure about cybersecurity risks, we're concerned that clients and investors may not be receiving cybersecurity-related information, particularly with respect to cybersecurity incidents, that is sufficient to help ensure they are making informed decisions when choosing or deciding to stay with an advisor or fund. In addition, today advisors and funds do not have to report significant cybersecurity incidents to the Commission. This reporting would also allow us to better understand the nature and extent of cybersecurity incidents occurring at advisors and funds, how firms respond to these incidents to protect clients and investors, and how cybersecurity incidents impact the financial markets more generally. These concerns motivate today's proposal. I will now turn to Thomas Strumpf from the Division of Investment Management, who will describe the recommended proposal.
Thank you, William. Our recommended cybersecurity risk management framework includes several key components that are designed to better protect clients and investors from cybersecurity risks. First, the proposal would require all advisors and funds to adopt and implement reasonably designed cybersecurity policies and procedures containing certain elements. Under new rule 2064-9 under the Advisors Act and 38A2 under the Investment Company Act. While these new rules would allow firms to tailor their cybersecurity policies and procedures to fit the nature and scope their business and address their individual cybersecurity risks, they must, at a minimum, include the following elements. Understand the cybersecurity risk facing the advisor or fund and its service providers. user security and access, to implement controls designed to minimize user-related risks and help prevent the unauthorized access to information and systems. Information protection, to monitor information systems and protect information from unauthorized access or use based on a periodic assessment of their information systems and the information that resides on the systems. Threat and vulnerability management, to detect, mitigate, and remediate cybersecurity threats and vulnerabilities with respect to advisor or fund information and systems. Cybersecurity incident response, to have measures to detect, respond to, and recover from cybersecurity incidents. Second, the proposal would require advisors and funds to review and prepare a written report on their cybersecurity policies and procedures at least once a year. This annual review would include an assessment of the design and effectiveness of the cybersecurity policies and procedures, including whether they reflect changes in cybersecurity risk over time. Annual review is designed to require advisors and funds to evaluate whether their cybersecurity policies and procedures continue to work as designed and whether changes are needed to assure their continued effectiveness. Third, the proposal would require a fund's board of directors to review the written report and approve the fund's cybersecurity policies and procedures. These requirements are both designed to facilitate the board's oversight of the fund's cybersecurity program and provide accountability for the administration of the program. Fourth, the proposal would require advisors to report significant cybersecurity incidents to the Commission on new Form ADVC on behalf of itself and its fund and private fund clients within 48 hours after concluding that a significant advisor cybersecurity incident or a significant fund cybersecurity incident has occurred or is occurring. This confidential reporting would allow the Commission and its staff to understand the nature and extent of a particular cybersecurity incident and the firm's response to the incident and the potential systemic risks affecting financial markets more broadly. Fifth, the proposal would require the disclosure of cybersecurity risks and incident information to advisory clients, fund investors, and other market participants, including tagging fund disclosure and structured data language. These disclosure requirements are designed to enhance investor protection by ensuring cybersecurity risk or incident-related information is available to increase understanding and insight into an advisor's or fund's cybersecurity history and risk. Finally, the proposal would require advisors and funds to maintain certain cybersecurity-related books and records. Thank you for considering our recommendation. I will now turn it over to Jessica Wachter of the Division of Economic and Risk Analysis, who will discuss the economic impact of the recommendation.
Thank you, Tom. Chair Gensler and commissioners, cybersecurity threats have grown in sophistication, and for financial services firms, which safeguard client assets among other functions, the stakes are particularly high. Indeed, cybersecurity threat intelligence surveys consistently find the financial sector to be one of, if not the most targeted industry. A cyber attack on a fund or advisor could compromise critical systems and client information and potentially lead to the loss of client assets. When any one fund invests in cybersecurity, the entire system benefits. This is in part because of the fact that the financial system is highly interconnected. It is also because a loss of trust may spill over to other funds. There are also important information complementarities arising from disclosure. More information about cyber events will lead to greater understanding of incidents and greater prevention. While the most direct benefits are to funds and their investors, we expect that these proposals will promote capital formation by increasing confidence in the operational resiliency of advisors and funds and safety of investments held to these funds. We do expect these rules to have direct costs that may be passed on to investors. We do not anticipate that these costs would be material in the aggregate, but they may be significant to individual advisors' funds or their respective clients. In closing, I thank our colleagues from the Division of Investment Management and the Office of General Counsel for their collaboration, and I thank you again for your attention.
Thank you again, William, Tom, and Jessica. I hand it over to you, Commissioner Peirce.
Thanks, Mr. Chair, and thanks to William, Tom, and Jessica as well. And thanks more generally to the staff of the Divisions of Investment Management, Examinations, and Economic and Risk Analysis, to Nancy Sumption and the offices of the Chief Accountant, Information Technology, and General Counsel, and others throughout the building who worked on this release. Although I'm unable to support today's proposal, I do appreciate all the work and effort the staff put into producing it, and I'm grateful for the time that they took to discuss my concerns and respond to my questions. Cybercrime is a uniquely challenging threat to our financial system, and I'm very much in favor of establishing a mechanism for registered investment advisors and registered investment companies to inform the Commission when they have suffered a material breach. As the proposing release documents, cybercrime results in billions of dollars in stolen assets, as well as significant legal and reputational liabilities. A properly designed reporting system could serve as the foundation for the Commission to assist industry in establishing strong attack-resistant systems. Public-private partnership is a treacly and overused term, but cybersecurity could be one of those rare instances in which the term is apt. The Commission, serving as a repository with up-to-date intelligence on trends in financial sector cybercrime, could provide registrants with practical, timely knowledge so vital to keeping one step ahead of the bad guys. For this to happen, however, the Commission would have to be willing to depart from the traditional regulation, examination, enforcement triad. That willingness is not evident in this proposal. That an advisor's or fund's system has been successfully breached shouldn't lead us to the immediate conclusion that the advisor or fund was lax in its efforts to protect client data and funds. Cyber criminals are devilishly clever and often benefit from state support. No investment advisor or investment company wants to have its system hacked, its data stolen and exploited, or its investors' funds stolen. Most firms are investing substantial resources in defense against breaches. We should stand ready to assist advisors and funds in the fight against cyber attackers. Absent circumstances that suggest deliberate or reckless disregard of known vulnerabilities by the firm, we should resist the temptation to pile on with an enforcement action after a breach. Rules that set forth detailed cybersecurity prescriptions could become an easy hook for an enforcement action, even when a firm has made reasonable efforts to comply with the prescriptions. Central to my opposition to the investment advisor rule proposal is that we have chosen to ground it in Section 206, the Investment Advisors Act's anti-fraud provision. Just as we regrettably did in 2003 when we established a general compliance rule for registered advisors, we cite Section 264 as the authority allowing us to impose cybersecurity policies and procedures. This approach doesn't make sense. First, Section 2064 states that it's unlawful for an advisor, quote, to engage in any act, practice, or course of business which is fraudulent, deceptive, or manipulative, and directs the Commission by rules and regulations to define and prescribe means reasonably designed to prevent such acts, practices, and courses of business as are fraudulent, deceptive, or manipulative. The rules under this section should be designed to prevent advisors from engaging in acts, practices, and courses of business that are fraudulent, deceptive, or manipulative. Here, however, the fraudulent, deceptive, and manipulative acts and practices and courses of business that the Commission seeks to prevent with the proposed rule are not ones in which the advisor is the perpetrator, but the victim. Second, taken literally, if an advisor that does not have good enough policies and procedures provides investment advice to clients, it's illegal. The proposed rule states, as a means reasonably designed to prevent fraudulent, deceptive, or manipulative acts, practices, or courses of business within the meaning of Section 2064 of the Act, it's unlawful for any investment advisor registered or required to be registered under Section 203 of the Act to provide investment advice to clients unless the advisor adopts and implements written policies and procedures that are reasonably designed to address the advisor's cybersecurity risks. While having good cyber policies is important, there's no apparent logical connection between the effectiveness of an advisor's cyber policies and the soundness of its investment advice. Deeming illegal all advice provided during a period in which cyber policies were deficient in the estimation of the Commission sitting in its Monday morning quarterback chair seems extreme. Third, and related, based on the language of the proposed rule, not having reasonably designed cybersecurity policies is a fraudulent, deceptive, or manipulative act, practice, or course of business. We included similar language almost 19 years ago to the day when we proposed the compliance rule for registered advisors. In response to concerned commenters, we slightly tweaked the regulatory language to remove explicit reference to fraudulent, deceptive, or manipulative acts, practices, or courses of business. This big leap was an acknowledgement that a failure to establish policies and procedures doesn't fit comfortably within the framework of an anti-fraud provision, but the underlying problem remained. Indeed, the adopting release made clear that the changed language, quote, which responds to common concerns regarding the optics of the rule, does not change its substance. Failure to comply with its terms will result in a violation of Section 2064, end quote. I take cold comfort in the fact that the Commission, despite the compliance rule's uncompromising language, has never treated an advisor's failure to establish reasonable compliance policies and procedures as a basis for arguing that the advisor's provision of advice was unlawful. The fact remains that the placement of the compliance rule under the authority of Section 2064 recasts a flawed set of compliance policies and procedures as an existential moment for the advisor. As a historical aside, the diligent reader will note that my name appears first on the list of SEC contacts responsible for drafting the final rules that we issued back in 2003. My primary focus was on the fund rule, which does not have a similar authority problem, not the advisor rule. But as a member of the team, I would be remiss if I didn't at least acknowledge regret that I had not thought then to raise the concerns that I'm expressing today. Using the Commission's anti-fraud authority rather than our general rulemaking authority in Section 211 of the Advisors Act, or record-keeping authority under Section 2064, or Section 203(e)(6), which sets forth policies and procedures as a defense against a failure to supervise charge, doesn't make sense for a generic compliance rule. It makes even less sense for the cybersecurity rule that we're considering today. As I noted earlier, the area of cybersecurity is one that demands transparent cooperation between regulators and financial firms toward the achievement of a shared goal. A cybersecurity rule that is styled as a cudgel will not facilitate such cooperation. A cybersecurity policies and procedures rule may not even be necessary to foster the investments in strong cyber defenses, dialogue, communication, and cooperation that we seek from investment advisors and funds. We have a number of regulations, including Reg SP, which requires advisors, among others, to have written policies and procedures that address administrative, technical, and physical safeguards for the protection of customer records and information. These policies and procedures must be reasonably designed to, among other things, protect against any anticipated threats or hazards to the security or integrity of customer records and information, as well as protect against unauthorized access to or use of customer records or information that could result in substantial harm or inconvenience to any customer. Similarly, Regulation SID requires advisors to develop and implement an identity theft prevention program designed to detect, prevent, and mitigate identity theft from customer accounts. As the proposing release acknowledges, a number of advisors and funds already have implemented cybersecurity programs under the existing regulatory framework. For advisors and funds that haven't adopted adequate cyber policies and procedures, guidance might be more helpful than a rule. Industry has welcomed prior staff's cybersecurity observations and guidance. Further guidance could outline the points in the proposing release as areas of potential focus for advisors and funds trying to build strong cybersecurity programs while allowing more latitude for firms to tailor their policies and procedures to their specific risks. The proposal before us today is intended to give cybersecurity the top billing on funds and advisors' agendas that it deserves. While I have serious concerns about the shape the rule has taken, I'm grateful to the staff for the care they put into the release. Among other things, the release does a good job balancing the need to notify the Commission and investors of cyber incidents with legitimate concerns about the timing of such disclosures and perils of over-disclosure, which can provide a roadmap to future bad actors. I look forward to hearing from commenters as they evaluate the merits of this proposal and assist me in formulating my own position should we reach adopting stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Peirce. Commissioner Lee.
Thank you. Cyber attacks have increased at an alarming rate in recent years in terms of size, in terms of frequency, and in terms of sophistication. The Equifax breach in 2017 could all told cost that company as much as $700 million, and it affected over 145 million consumers. Then, of course, beginning in 2019, SolarWinds experienced a major cyber breach that impacted nearly 18,000 of its customers and prompted the U.S. Department of Homeland Security to issue an emergency directive to all federal agencies. The acceleration has continued unabated into 2021, with the Colonial Pipeline Company becoming a victim of an attack that heavily disrupted the flow of gas to the East Coast for days, and then one of the largest U.S. insurance companies reportedly paying $40 million to hackers after it suffered a ransomware attack. And in fact, by some measures, we've seen a more than 68% increase since 2020 in the overall number of data compromises and a concomitant rise in the sophistication of these bad actors. And as has been noted, funds and their advisors, because of the data they store and manage, present enticing targets for cybercriminals, which can cause serious investor and market harm. I think the proposal takes a much needed holistic approach to the issue rather than the more discrete and piecemeal approach that we've taken thus far. And importantly, our efforts today acknowledge that cybersecurity threats can have a profound impact on the financial system and establish the groundwork for a more collective and collaborative approach among a variety of parties, including the commission, including the advisor, the fund board, and others. This in turn will help build transparency, responsiveness, and accountability. Today's release includes important investor protections designed to address cybersecurity risks in a comprehensive way. For instance, the proposal includes a requirement for advisors and funds to adopt and implement written cybersecurity policies and procedures. This will help establish a first line of defense in protecting both firms and investors, and is just one of the many ways that the proposal would increase investor protection and market integrity. Another key provision of the proposal is the notification to the Commission of certain cybersecurity incidents. This will enhance our ability to monitor and help address cybersecurity incidents that could have potentially broader system-wide impacts. These provisions raise a number of questions. For example, the proposal would require notification to the Commission of an incident within 48 hours, but the notification to an advisor's clients has no specific time frame. Instead, that notification would need to be made promptly. So a question I have is, should investor notification be tied to a more discrete time frame to ensure timeliness? And what specific information do investors need to know about these incidents? I welcome the public's input on these and all other provisions of the proposal as we work to develop a transparent, nimble, and accountable framework for investment advisors and funds. And I also very much look forward to the staff's future recommendation on cyber-related rules related to issuers. So I'm pleased to support this proposal. I want to thank the staff and the divisions of investment management, economic and risk and analysis, as well as the general counsel's office. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Lee. Commissioner Crenshaw.
So the threat of cyber attacks on the U.S. financial services firms is one of those issues that keeps me up at night. Financial services firms are leading targets of cyber attacks because that's where the money is. Cyber attacks don't just have the potential to disrupt individual firms and their immediate clients. They have the potential to cause market-wide instability. The G20 recently warned that cyber attacks could, quote, disrupt financial services crucial to both national and international financial systems, undermine security and confidence, and endanger financial stability. Investment advisors and funds manage tens of trillions of investor dollars. They can be targeted directly or indirectly through a web of service providers that many firms must use to conduct business. The latter creates a broad array of potential exposure, and their crucial business functions can be adversely impacted in numerous ways. These potential points of vulnerability include the loss of customers' personally identifiable information, the inability to access accounts or trade, the theft of intellectual property, confidential or proprietary information.
All right, I'm kind of over this SEC shit. There's nothing going on. AMC's ripping. This is more important right now. Honestly, they're not going to do anything. We'll get the updates. There'll be news updates coming in, but AMC's breaking out right here. Here we go. 1808 on Amy here. Oh, baby. I got some Neo and Micron calls. So I sold all the rest of the Oxy, but here we go, people. All right, everybody filtering in right now. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Let's get those up. Get some people in here. Watch these boom boom candles fire off. So Amy's up about 10% right now. GME's loading. Neo is about to start printing, I think. Those Micron calls that I have are looking all right over here. Holy shit. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, screw FCC, Gary. I don't want to listen to Hester, the market, you know what, because she's being annoying. She wouldn't vote yes to up her own salary. Like, she's an idiot. So I got this Micron cost cross here. Hopefully this goes well. SPY, if this continues to the upper end of this range, this could be breakout season on the SPY and everything else. Remember what we've been saying. If the market starts to trend up, the money's going to start flowing back in. And that's what we're seeing. Micron's pumping up here. These contracts are up like 28%. The Neos are up 15%. Everything's starting to get a little jumpy over here, people. Here we go. Just woke up. Am I dreaming? No, 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 no. Here we go. So Hester the Jester, that's not what I was thinking, but it's pretty close. So Micron really pumping up here. SPY's trying to get a little bit interesting. All right. So for everybody new in here right now, we're going to go over the Ortex stuff on AMC. We got a lot of people in here. Let's cover this Ortex stuff. This is like some of the most amount of people that I've had in here. This is awesome. Thank you guys. So here's what we're going to do about the Ortex stuff. Here's the deal. It's saying 100% utilization. The issue is, hold on, let me get Amy over here. So Amy's flickering around. Let me just move this a little so we can see the price. So 18 right in the corner over here. So Ortex is showing 100% utilization, but that doesn't make any logical sense. It does if one thing happened, which what we're going to go over after. 117 million shares on loan today. Now, what happened with AMC yesterday in terms of shares on loan? Well, there was 121 million shares on loan. So shares on loan went down. We're also not seeing the cost to borrow step up. This is not crazy cost to borrow. If we were actually seeing super, super high utilization on AMC, like 100%, we would see the cost to borrow skyrocket. The way that it can get up to 100% utilization, though, this is why I'm just waiting for Ortex to tell me. The way that we can see 100% utilization and that really big spike is this right here. So if everybody knows, I feel like I've explained this a lot, but what's going on here is that the institutions that have bought AMC and GME and all these stocks are saying they're going to lend the shares out, but they're not going out on loan in enough, Amy's popping here, in enough of a way to counteract and to up the utilization. There's just so many shares that they've bought. They own, like, according to the reported data, like 30%. There's only 22.85% of the free float on loan. So we would need to see a lot more of these shares go out on loan in order to see that utilization start to pump up. But that's not what we've seen. What they could have done is said, hey, we are willing to lend out all of these shares. They're not going out on loan and we have long positions. So what they did was they just said, we are now no longer willing to loan out those shares. So what happens then is, okay, so you have the denominator of the equation, shares willing to lend, and then up here, shares on loan. So if this number gets smaller, utilization can just skyrocket. Is that what happened? I don't think so, because we aren't seeing the step up in cost to borrow, but Amy's pumping over here. Micron's looking really good. Where's Neo? Neo, you better be pumping for me. Yeah, Neo's doing all right here. But Micron and the chip makers are looking real strong today. What are the Microns up right now? 33%. Nice. I like it. Here we go, everybody. Yeah, also for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. We are going to have some fun today, huh? So we got Amy at right around 18. SPY selling off to the 13 EMA right now. Not really all that worried about it, with Micron going to the absolute motherfucking moon. Here we go. Neo doing its thing. Amy getting a little bit of a sell candle here, coming down with the SPY. Here we go. Here we go. Did I see what Russ just said? I did not, but hopefully everybody understands that Ortex stuff. Don't start buying willy-nilly calls and buy, like, don't do that, because we don't know if it's real or not. If it is real, over the next couple of days, you're going to see the cost to borrow really start to step up. You're going to see the pressure getting put on these shorts more, and you could see a little bit of cover. Like, it's possible that if that happens and the cost to borrow really skyrockets, you're going to see some shorts want to get out of their position, because they're not going to want to take out more shares on loan, because they're going to have to pay more for them. And they're also going to want to get out of the ones that they already have, because think about it, they've already made a bunch of money on this little run down. Why would they want to stay in if the short interest, or if the cost of borrow is going to just start skyrocketing? Neo coming back up here. Same difference with the SPY. What are the Microns are up 43%. The Neos are up 12%. So let's see what happens with Micron over here. Oh, wow. All right. If these go up 100%, I'll sell half, make it free, hold it to the end of the week. That's what any deal with Apple. I mean, Apple was great. So what did we get out of Gary Gensler's new rules? Nothing. Just like usual. I mean, he might start. So if anybody's listening to it right now, I mean, you can listen to it. If he starts talking about meme stocks, I'll throw it back on, but it's just nothing. It's just a lot of nonsense. AMC, my real initials. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Yeah, everybody that was sending the supers in during the stream. Sorry. I mean, I've tried to say stuff in the chat to you guys, but I didn't want to interrupt the live stream with Gary. So here we go. Ortex on BKKT. Yeah. BKKT. Here we go, everybody. So Amy, we're just waiting to see what happens. So we got 21% short interest on the thing. I mean, with the amount of shares sold short, it's crazy. 100% utilization on BKKT. I don't even know if we can trust that now. 25.71% estimated short interest. Micron really coming up here now. Even with SPY not really doing a whole lot, this is a really strong move on the chip makers here, people. This is big. This is BBIG's ripping hard. Holy shit, that's a candle and a half on Biggie over here. There you go, everybody. Everybody that's holding BBIG, there you go. All right, so I'm only up like 45% on these microns. Let's see what happens with it. 16% on the Neos. Let's see. SPY still coming down pretty hard right here. Micron, what are we looking at over here? Yeah, I mean, these are strong. I'm going to hold these. IWM is ripping, hence all the mid caps running. Fine with me, man. Fine with me. Well, where's IWM? It's probably getting a little bit of a sell candle right here. AMC, hold on. I'm going to pull up IWM real quick. And then Amy is at 1794. It's up 9% on the day. Here we go, everybody. Come on. All right, so IWM is doing good. Coming down to this 13 right here. Let's see if it bounces. If it doesn't, it's going to suck a little bit. But, you know, it's... The old Amy's already up a solid amount today. SPY is kind of bouncing off of it. Micron is coming up to make that previous day high over here. Neo is coming up big. AMC is still looking good. Everything. I want to see GME get some candles too. I want to see GME above 120. We had 122 in the morning, or almost 123. That's pretty dirty. Wow, 4K people watching. Nice. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, for everybody filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Let's go for it today. I normally don't like how fast you talk, but it's useful in these scenarios when everything's ripping. Exactly. It's fun, isn't it? It's fun. We have a good time over here. Neo making its way back up here. Micron, what's going on with this beast? Oh, here we go. Here we freaking go. Oh, what's up, Rogue? How you doing? Holy shit, house ownership sometimes sucks. My hot water heater is going to go boom soon. Well, Ryan, that's probably not good. You should... Oh, Amy getting a candle here. 18 flat. SPY's bouncing off the 13 here. That's good. I want to see it get to 457. That's right around the top of this box. I mean, it could be right here. This could be the top of the actual box, that where it should be, but we'll see. Oh, Micron. Yeah, AMD, Micron, all the chip makers are really starting to get a little jumpy. These are up 54% right now. I mean, I want to see this go to 100% and then cut it. If it starts to sell off, though, and we see the market start to freak out, I'm going to be out. But this is textbook 1348 right here. AMD broke 130. Thank God, man. My shares were taking a beating. Just kidding. I own them at 12. All right, so Micron flickering around here. Where's Neo at? Neo's doing good here. What about Lucid? So EVs and chip makers look like they're going on a little bit of a run. Yeah, Lucid's up 5. AMC 1797 right here. GME at Walt. There it is. Up 4%. 120.22. Here we go. BBIG, is it still going? Yeah, BBIG is getting some candles right now. Oh my God. There it goes. No cross on this thing, though. It's just been kind of ripping today. So hold on, BBIG. Let's see what the premiums are looking like on this thing. I mean, as fast as it goes up, it can come down just as fast. Let me just snag a couple just for fun. Literally just a little YOLO. See what happens with it. Filled it. I mean, this thing could just go nutty here a little bit. So I literally got a tiny little YOLO on BBIG just for fun. I'm going to quick flip this really, really, really fast if it starts to print. If it doesn't and I lose a little bit of money, it's going to be okay. 55% on the microns right here, only 8% on the Neos now. So Neo might be coming down, but BBIG, these are going. All right. So I don't know if we got news on BBIG or not, but this thing's going pretty hard. Crossed on the 1 hour for BBIG. Okay. That's how I'll justify it. Yeah. What are these up? 8%. I don't know. I'm going to cut this quick. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to get some free BBIG contracts off of this for this week and then YOLO it. So if this crosses 350, I'll sell some of them. I mean, the volume's stepping up here. This is pretty gnarly. Let's see if I can get a couple of, there it is. It's close to some free contracts. So Amy stepping up here. I think people are missing this move a little bit. So the premiums on these could just randomly inflate, which could be cool. AMD, what are you doing to my pants? Hold on. Is Micron pumping here too? Yeah, Micron's getting up here a little bit too. 57% on Micron. All right, the BBIGs are coming down a little bit here. So let's see what happens with that. This could just be a massive shark fin. Like this is entirely possible that this is just a big shark fin. That's called chasing. Oh, I know exactly what it's called. We play Chase the VIX sometimes. Having a good day so far. So might as well get some action over here on some freaking other plays. Amy 1786. I don't know. I think BBIG could be a deal. All right, SPY coming down, touching the 25 right here. Micron. Where's Micron right now? Selling a little bit here. Where's Neo? 2602, couple of candles over here. Let's see. That's called chasing. I know what it's called. Talking about squeeze everywhere. Yeah. Nvidia's having fun. Yeah. BKKT going parabolic. It's starting. I mean, SPY's settling down a little bit here. Let's see what happens with it, though. BBIG, what are we looking at? Yeah. It's trying. It's trying. We didn't start the fire. Shut up. Yeah. Also, everybody in here right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Just helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. All right. Going to play by the rules here. Take that out on BBIG. Bye-bye. Hitting the stop. Even though it's probably going to come right back up. That's fine. So that was a little tiny YOLO and maybe a little bit of news slip. TMI wouldn't chase. Yeah, well, you know what? Let's see. Talking about clearing, turn Gary back on.
Of the settlement cycle. Time is risk. Moving from T+2 to T+1 significantly reduces the risk between the trade date and the settlement date, which in turn reduces the size of margin deposit required by the clearing house from investors and broker-dealers. Shortening the settlement cycle also reduces the aggregate value of unsettled transactions at any given time, thereby dampening the transmission of potential systemic risk through the financial system. These benefits are the most salient in periods of heightened volatility. For example, in January 2020, a T+1 settlement cycle would have mitigated the immense pressure on certain broker-dealers to fund the margin deposit that is required by the clearinghouse to guarantee their customer transactions. In order to facilitate the transition to T+1, the Division of Trade and Markets recommends that the Commission also proposes rules that are directed specifically at enhancing the processing of institutional transactions in two important ways. First, by increasing the rate of allocation, confirmation, and affirmation that are completed on trade date. And second, by directing certain clearing agencies that assist with this allocation, confirmation, affirmation process to facilitate straight-through processing. That is the automation of processing trades without manual intervention. Both the Commission and the market participants have long identified inefficiencies in the processing of institutional trades as the source of operational risk and a potential impediment to shortening the settlement cycle. Under the proposed rule, improvement to the confirmation affirmation process on the trade date and to straight-through processing more generally can help pave the way for settlement on T+1. In addition to the T+1 proposal that I just discussed, today's release also requires comments on further shortening the settlement cycle to same-day settlement, or T+0. To be clear, T+0 here means settlement in the evening of the trade date, not in real time. In the division's view, shortening the settlement cycle beyond T+1 would lead to a further reduction in the risks in the financial system.
I took profit on Micron. It was like 35%. I'll take that.
How best to achieve this goal? In a moment, I will introduce Matt Lee in the Office of Clearance and Settlement, who will discuss the proposed rule changes in more detail. Before I do, I'd like to take a moment to thank our colleagues from across the SEC that have contributed to this proposal, including staff in the Division of Economic and Risk Analysis, the Division of Investment Management, the Division of Corporation Finance, the Division of Enforcement, the Division of Examinations, and the Office of the General Counsel. Their input is invaluable in preparing this proposal. I will now turn this over to Matt. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Good morning, Chair Gensler and Commissioners. The Division is recommending several rule changes today related to shortening the settlement cycle. I will now provide a brief overview of
Read this.
First, as Sean previously discussed, the Division recommends proposing an amendment to Exchange Act Rule 15C-1A to shorten the standard settlement cycle from T+2 to T+1 for most broker-to-broker transactions. Second, the Division recommends also deleting paragraph C from Rule 15C-1, which currently provides a T+4, that is 4 business days after the trade date, settlement cycle for firm commitment offerings priced after 4:30 p.m. Deleting paragraph C will promote a uniform approach to the settlement of primary offerings and secondary trading. Under existing paragraph D of the rule, the counterparties to a transaction could continue to agree in advance to a longer settlement period when necessary. The Commission originally adopted paragraph C to help market participants manage prospectus delivery obligations. Since that time, the Commission has established an access to delivery standard for no such obligations, eliminating the original basis for establishing a separate standard for this type of offering. Third, the division recommends multiple rule changes to improve the processing of institutional trades. Data suggests that today only about 68% of institutional trades are affirmed by the end of trade date.
Amy,
This
get a
occurs
nice
in part
candle.
because these institutional trades require broker-dealers, their customers, any agents used by the customers, and their custodians to exchange trade information among the parties so that they can allocate securities among multiple accounts and then confirm and affirm the details of the trade. All before the party can.
All right, screw them. We're going to get the news later. We don't have to listen to it right now. There's nothing that's going to be said in this SEC thing that's going to be like instant. It's not going to happen. So we'll get the news. AB's ripping right now, though. 10.89%. We are seeing some boom, boom candles. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream, too. This is fun. This is fun. 1824 right now. Neo's coming back to life. I mean, I bet those microns came back to life, too. Yeah, I just wanted to take a little bit of profit on those. I was messing around with Micron a little bit earlier yesterday. I mean, I probably should have left them, but I took like 40-something% profit on that. I'm fine with that. Amy, 1821 right here. Spy's trying to make a little bit of a move back to the upside. Neo's actually looking real good here. I think it's going to get a little Mara ripping too. Ooh, PayPal break. Yeah, PayPal got that nice 1348 over here. And it's probably coming up off it. Yeah, PayPal 1348, 121, all the way up to 122.73. Amy looking like it wants to get a new day high over here. 1827. Oh boy, here it comes. 1831 is the previous day high. Here we go, people. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Here we go, everybody. PayPal, yeah, it's doing its thing over here. Spy's trying to make a move back up here, but Amy and Jimmy are pumping. 120.07 on GME, 1829 on AMC right now. It's looking solid. No shame in your paper hands. I just, AMC 1348 4 hour. Oh, did it do it? Did it do it? Yeah. Oh, man. AMC crossing on the 4 hour on 1348. If we get this cross above the 200, that's going to be dirty. All right. So PayPal looking good over here. Spy trying to move back up. Micron. What are these looking like? Yeah. Micron coming back up here. That's fine. I mean, I still have a little bit of Neo. So let's see what Neo's doing. Yeah. Neo could come up a little bit here. Micron. I'm probably not going to FOMO back into it, but I mean, that was a good trade. I'll take that all day long. I smell popcorn and FOMO. Yeah. So hold on. Let's go over this Adam Aaron tweet really quickly. Oh, wait. I don't want Micron over here. I want Neo and yeah, I want Neo and Amy. So we got Adam Aaron right here. Importantly, we just hired a new AMC vice president, Ellen Kopaken. Has a ton of brand management and grocery experience at PepsiCo, Frito-Lay, and Hostess brands. Her first assignment for AMC will be to quarterback the rollout in 2022 of our new broad-based home popcorn initiatives. There we freaking go, people. 1348 on the 4 hour for Neo. There you go. I might hold these a little bit. So Micron. Yeah, those microns are, it's fine. Whatever. What else are we looking at? DraftKings, is that getting across anywhere across the board? No, not really. Ding dong, we're going to make money. Yep, FOMO incoming. It could be. We could see a lot of those FOMO buyers come back in. I mean, I'll check AMC's Ortex, not really paying attention to the utilization until we get Ortex's response. Securities lending market, though, they borrowed 1 million shares, net borrow of 924,000 shares, 21.13% estimated short interest on this one. GME over here, what do we have? So GameStop, we got net borrow of 91,000 shares, 22.01% estimated short interest. DraftKings selling off here a little bit. Spy trying to make a move back up here. Neo looking good. Looking good. Amy, come on, make that new day high and get us to freaking Don Julio 1942, huh? Lou keeps buying. All right, man. Check Microvision. Okay. Ooh, 1348 right here. Oh, wait, no, that's not the 40. Sorry. I mean, Microvision's just kind of been ripping today. So, Spy, what do we want here? AMC and IWM loading the spring bout. Don Julio 1942. That's what we want to see. Can you say hi to my mom, Loretta? She is listening. What's up, Loretta? How you doing? Caramel cheese popcorn goes for $5 a bag. Good. I would get some of that. All right. Where's Neo? I want Neo to go on a freaking moon mission, man. Oh, there she is. There she is. 1348 cross on Amy cut. No, there was no 1348 on Amy today. I mean, a little bit of a bounce off of it. I mean, it's happened like here. If you got them here and held from 15 to 18, you're freaking printing, dude. 1823 on AMC right now. Neo's getting some candles. I like this. I want my birth year, 1987. There you go. All right, here we go. Finally get out of dip. Ankle ripping. Oh, man. I mean, if we hit 20, we're getting ankles. We are going to get ankles. Ooh, Ooh, here we go. What does security lending volume look like from yesterday? Oh, good question. I don't know if they've updated it yet, but that's a good question. So let's see if they've updated it for yesterday. Good question over there. So let's see. I don't want any of this crap on here. No, nothing. Securities lending volume on the 8th was 7.91 million. So nothing crazy. Neo coming up here. Amy starting to pop up. Hold your horses. I kind of want to look at Micron, but I'm going to be sad. It's not bad. GME's getting a little action here. Neo, I'm going to hold the shit out of these. There goes Neo. Qualcomm about to cross on the 5-minute. Okay, maybe we'll do that because Qualcomm didn't cross, I don't think. Yeah, Qualcomm is about to cross here. Where's the day high? 180, 188. Chip makers could get spicy over here. I'm up 25% on the Neos. How many of these do I have? Oh, that's not bad. Qualcomm. What are the premiums looking like on this thing? I probably have to do 1 or 2 strikes out. I don't know though. Actually, that's not terrible over here on Qualcomm. If they get a cross and the SPY starts to come back to life, that could be dirty. Sundial ripping, yeah, up 54% on Neo. Thanks to 1348. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to learn more about 1348, just join the free section of the Discord, watch the videos, learn the strategy, implement it for yourself. We just want everybody to be able to make money in this market. It's choppy. 1348 makes it a lot easier. If you do want to make it even easier for yourself, that's when you would want to get the premium version of it because you get the alerts on 350 stocks in the market and crypto when things are crossing. But again, you don't have to do that. Just learn the strategy for free, but it doesn't hurt just to join the free Discord and learn about it. So Qualcomm coming down here a little bit. We got SPY trying to make a move up here. Where's Neo? Neo. Oh, come on, buddy. Get up there. All right, Amy looking like it wants to make that new day high. It's a penny away. Here we go, people. I hope everybody bought at the money calls. If people are buying out of the money calls, I mean, that's their fault. They are hurting the gamma ramp. So just putting that out there. That is, I turned my camera on again. All right. There goes Neo. Amy still hunting for it. SPY looks like it wants to come up here too. Have you tried to make a scanner in TD for the 1348 cross? Darstar, we don't need it. We have our own scanner. That's why that is like one of the main benefits of the premium Discord. We have our own scanner on like 350 stocks. That tells you. Charge point crossing on the 2-hour. Okay. What about, yeah, but we played them yesterday. I got out like 30%. I think that was pretty solid, but let's see what happens here. Yeah, also, I'm about to buy calls on SCV's viewership number. Smash the like. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. What's max pain this week? It is 17. 17. So these Neos right here, what are we looking at? 20% so far. The Sens ones are still up only like 7.8% or so, 7.5%. Nothing too crazy going on with Sens yet. If it gets a couple of candles, it could be, yeah, look at PayPal go. So PayPal was a nice 1348 cross right here and ripping. There you go on PayPal, man. Yeah, max pain is 17. I did kind of want to FOMO on PayPal, but like I also don't. This is a dirty cross though, from 121 to 123. That's solid. Amy is still hunting for that cross. It is hunting. Neo still looking solid here. If Tide announces in a strong market, BBIG will go nuts. 100%. I agree. 1850 will be a mofo to break it. 20 will be very possible to. I mean, it may be. Added 200 shares of AMC, says One Fast Duster. Attaboy. Oh, Amy, new day highs over here, flickering up to 1839. Here we freaking go, people. 228% on a call. There you go. Short's about to get wrecked. We need to see a little bit more for that to happen, but it's looking good, people. Neo's looking good. Where's Qualcomm? Looking for that cross. Qualcomm crossing right here. I'll take a little bit on the Qualcomm just to see. Qualcomm. All right. I'll take 1. I'll take 1 Qualcomm, I think. Oh, hold on. Amy popping up again here. Qualcomm flickering. SPY doing all right. Qualcomm getting across. Hold on. Where's Neo? It's flickering here. Qualcomm, what's going on? Amy is just going on a freaking moon mission, man. This is awesome to see. So Qualcomm settling down in here. SPY's not really doing a whole lot, but Amy and Jimmy are the freaking winners today, man. All right. Yeah, Qualcomm coming back up. I think SPY could start coming up again. So let's see. I'll take one of these here. Just for funsies. Got it. All right, let's see what happens with that. I think Neos are going to be good. I think those are going to be very solid. The Neos are up 26% right now. Sens is not doing a whole lot. Let's see what happens with these Qualcomms right as it's about to cross here. SPY looks like it wants to slowly make its way up here unless it wants to just tank. That would suck. Snow is ripping. Is it now? Yeah, Qualcomm selling off a little bit here, about to cross. Neo, what do we got? Neo looking good here, though. Neo looking very solid. Amy approaching that previous day high over here. I like it. Neo looking solid over here. 25% on Neo calls. Square's ripping. Yeah, Square, PayPal, Affirm, all those are probably doing pretty solid over here. AMC looking solid, dude. Did I get the 180 for Qualcomm? No. If we break 1871, we're going to fly. I think so. 819 today, 1900 tomorrow. I don't know about that. But yeah, guys, as you're filtering in, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. We got a little ways to go here. 1833 on Amy. Qualcomm looks like it wants to get a little jumpy here off of these moves. Qualcomm hasn't really run with the other chip makers yet, but if SPY and the market starts to come back to life here, watch out. It could get spicy. Neo, what's going on with you? Neo just wants to just go, I think. Neo looks good. EV's looking solid. AMC at 1827 right here. GME selling off a little bit. SPY pop. Come on, Neo. Go. 20 for ankles. Yep. We get ankles at 20. Alrighty, people. What do we got here? All right. Let's see. DJ, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I really appreciate that. Made 100% on NVIDIA cross up, took profit now. Absolutely ridiculous STV. There you go, buddy. Once again, huge thanks to you, TFI, and Gabe for the education. Completely changed my game. DJ, I'm really happy it's working out for you, buddy. 1348 is dirty. Dirty. Rivian popping. Rivian's getting some candles over here on this 1348. Rivian might be the winner on these 1348s right here. SPY moving back up. I think Neo's going to get a little action. Rivian actually looks really good here. Generation 8, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm hearing eToro have stopped people selling position in AMC or setting a stop loss. Yeah, they've been doing some weird stuff with it. I've heard that a little while ago. I think that's I think it had something to do with the way that their broker is set up. I think it's CFDs. I think they trade contracts for difference over there. It's not shares, but I could be wrong. Brando, thank you for the super, buddy. Transferred 2,008 shares. Imagine we moon. You're probably going to be, I think you'll be all right. Well, I think you'll be all right. 250% on Amy calls. Dude, there you go. Am I on Patreon? I mean, sort of, but the premium Discord is through Patreon if you want to join it, but you guys don't have to. Just learn the strategy and make your money. If you want to join and make it easier for yourself, join the premium, but you don't have to. Let's see. 31 million in volume in 2 hours. Not bad. What is it right now? Yeah, 31.64. That's not bad. Neo selling off a little bit here. What's Qualcomm doing? It's chilling. Buy deep in the money call. Yeah, dude. Affirm is nuts. PayPal is probably going wild too here. Igor, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. ATVI, something happening, starting to pop up. Is there a cross? No cross, but it is starting to pop here. Amy, 1828. SPY, just kind of flickering here. Neo, what are we looking like on this one? It's all right over here. Still up like 20% on these Neos. Down a little bit on Qualcomm. Nothing too crazy, though. Did you hit Qualcomm? It's flickering the 30. Yeah, I got one just for fun. I'll probably hold that one, honestly. So it's kind of doing this little cross here. We saw all the other chip makers start to get going. Qualcomm didn't, so this could be a little bit of a winner and a lagger. So if that starts to get up and the SPY starts to rebound off of this little touch right here of the 25 MA, we could see some action here. But if not, perfectly fine. We're going to be all right. Neo, yeah, selling off a little here. BBIG, oh, should I have held those? Should I have held those biggies? I know, but it's coming up here, man. Woo! Oh, Don Julio's getting closer. It is. It's getting very, very, very close. SoFi ripping. You're up $250. There you go. Yeah, BBIG's coming up here. SPY's trying to walk its way back up. Neo, what are we looking like? Oh, Amy, new day high over here. AMC 1847 approaching that 1850. Oh boy. Oh boy. Qualcomm, you getting a little pop here? Nah, not really. So Amy is oh man, 1849 is the previous day high. Here we go. Roblox going crazy. Damn, we were looking at Roblox earlier too. I mean, at least I hit the Micron and the Oxy. Those were good ones. So 22% on Neo calls right now. Oh, Amy, 1850, 1851. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Here we go. ATVI just jumped to 80, 82. Is this going to cross here? Holy shit. What the hell is going on with Activision? AMC's coming up here again. SPY just kind of flickering. GME's looking all right here. EVs, how's Neo looking over here? Neo back up. This could be dirty. AMC 1851 right now, up 12.63%. Solid. Cashed out lift might hit Qualcomm. Qualcomm looks like it wants to cross. I mean, you got some time on it. It's not really. I mean, my contract's down like 8%. Nothing too crazy. Neo just kind of flickering here, waiting for the SPY to kind of pick its direction if it wants to come back up. Qualcomm, what are we looking at? Is it still at like 180, 60 something? Yeah, that's right. Oh, GME's getting a candle here. AMC, new high, 1855. Damn, man. These are going good today. Here we go. 450% on AMC calls right now. There you go, buddy. There you freaking go. Qualcomm selling off. That's not ideal. Neo, what are we looking at over here? Neo coming back to life. If we break this previous day high on Neo at 26.24 with this little double top here, it could get spicy. AMC is still going right now. 1855, 1858 is the new day high on this thing. Neo trying to come back up here. Affirm earnings tomorrow. Yes, Biggie broke 350. Damn, should have held those, but it's fine. I was following the rules. Meme stocks getting discussed. Okay.
However, unstable transactions still carry risks, and the longer the settlement process, the greater the risks. Longer settlement periods are associated.
Nah, they're still talking about settlement periods, I think. Ariel, thank you so much for the super. If I'm trading the 30-minute chart, I chart supply and demand on the 30-minute time frame or a longer time frame. I do it on the 4-hour. That's just kind of where I do it. Amy is really getting up here now, people. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hold your horses on. I might have to get a little bit of AMC calls. Might have to do it a little bit. Might have to do it. I like this. Actually, and not yet. I'm still looking for the longer term ones. But let's see. The Neos are up 23%. Qualcomm's coming back to life. SPY starting to get a little action. Amy is coming up here. 1864 is the new day high on this thing. Where's Qualcomm right now? Let's go. All right, Qualcomm coming back to life over here with a cross. We got SPY flickering here. Amy, new day high over here, 1865. This thing is going wild. All right. All right, 1868. Holy shit. Holy shit. This is, watch it at 19. Like, we might get up to Don Julio 1942. Oil is about to explode. Hold on. Where is it right now? Oil's doing all right. Where's Oxy? I'm completely out of the Oxy trade, but how's it doing? Nah, yeah, Oxy just kind of fizzled out here. GME's popping up here. Amy's popping up. SPY's trying over here. Where's Neo? Neo, watch it at 26.24. Yeah, it's looking all right. Where's Qualcomm? Qualcomm. Oh, here we go, Amy. Here we go. 1871 key resistance. It's right here. It just hit it. It just went through 1872. Let's see what we get here. Go clean your ankles. My ankles are clean, bro. It's ready to go. eToro, I can't take profit. Cannot sell AMC. I don't think eToro is actual shares. I think it's CFDs. But I'm not sure. Is this a rug pull? What do you mean? How is this a rug pull? We're going up. Let's see. Qualcomm just got hit. Coming back down. SPY getting hit here. Where's Neo? Neo selling off a little bit here with this little SPY asshole move. Now we have Amy at 1863. Let's see what happens here with all this. Let's see. Yeah, for everybody filtering in too, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. We're looking good. Ariel, thank you so much for the super. You still chart supply and demand on the 4-hour if you trade the 5-minute? Yes. Yes. Just because I want the longer time frame just to see where the actual zones are. Amy pop, SPY, Neo. I think Neo's going to be good. Neo's just flagging right now. Oh, Neo's approaching that previous day high over here. This is good. This is solid. All right, 25% on the Neos. Qualcomm getting hit. GME's coming up pretty big over here. Bring on the FOMO. Yep. We're just getting out of the reverse rug pull. Yeah. Peter, thank you so much for the super. eToro buys the underlying stock. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with eToro. I have no idea. If you can send me like a filing, oil them up and oil up them ankles. Maybe, man. Maybe. We are pumping here, though. 1850. Woo! Here we freaking go, people. I like it. I like this. We are having some fun. All right. Let's see what we got over here. Neo coming up a little bit here again. GME looking good. Where's Qualcomm? Qualcomm fall below this level here. It's bouncing off the 13. I like it. So let's see what happens with this. I'll still follow the rules on it. Did the Showbots check bounce? Max Payne is 17 this for this week. Short's about to be grabbing ankles. Maybe, man. All right, GME, come on, get that candle. All right, what's SPY doing? Coming down a little. I want to hit a nice Neo trade. It's just not doing it. Right? It's just looking for that volume to just go whoop right up, break that 26, 24 and go. Come on, Amy. Let's go. It's selling off a little bit. Taking a little bit of a breather. SPY coming back to life. Come on, Neo. Go. Qualcomm. What are we looking at over here? It's coming back up a little. GME flickering. Neo still looks good. FOMO will start at 75. No, FOMO would easily start much earlier than that. Sens is ready to run again. Cool. I mean, I've got my Sens calls locked and loaded for this week. I mean, they're up to 11% right now. It's not terrible. I'm up 22% on the Neos, down a little 12 on the Qualcomms. I want to see Neo run to like 2650. Like that would be dirty on Neo. I like this Amy stair step. Me too. It looks good. SPY moving up here a little tiny bit. Come on, SPY. Go. Neo selling here. Qualcomm. Qualcomm not looking that great. Ariel, thank you so much for the super. How far back on the 4-hour chart do you go? As many times as I can find where that choppy price action is. And as many time when we see those zones, just anytime I see the zones where it looks like there's like chop, or like the big V when institutions come in, like up or down, to just buy it up or sell it off. So Qualcomm here is not looking that great on this 1348. I might just cut this really quick. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Qualcomm. Just cut it. You need to cut it. All right, let's see if I get filled with that. Nope, not yet, but let's see. Qualcomm selling here. All right, I'll just take this right here. All right, got filled. Got that one off the books. Let's see. Wow, we still got a lot of settled cash to play with today. This could get fun. This could be fun. Where's Neo? Being an a-hole, as usual. How's that PayPal and Rivian treating you guys? So Amy right now just kind of chilling right around 1838. Still looking solid on the day, though. PayPal, how's this doing? Little sell here. Any confirmation from Ortex yet? Not to my knowledge. Let me look. Twitter. We blew up their notifications, so I don't know how they haven't said anything about this yet. Nothing from Ortex. Nothing. PayPal selling here. SPY's getting a little candle. Where's Neo? EVs are looking solid. Neo coming back down, testing the 13. Let's see what happens with this. Lucid, how's this beast doing? Yeah, Neo coming back down a little here. Lucid coming down. SPY coming down. Everything's starting to sell a little bit here. Jimmy's still ain't worth 450. All right, what are these up right now? 8%. That sucks. The Sens are up a little bit here. Let's see. Lucid. Let's see if it bounces. Still got this 1348. It might come down to try to shake some people out before it wants to come back to the upside. Yeah, Neo looks all right here. BBIG Rockets, is it still going? Call Ortex live. They won't give me anything, I don't think. BBIGs are. Oh, here comes Jimmy over here with some candles. Amy, come on, it's your turn. SPY selling off here. Might be time to switch to puts. Are we allowed to use any amount of money to buy AMC on the lick market? Yes, George. You can do it. As long as they can fill the order, you're good to go. AVCT is about to see a massive run up. Why do you think that? All right, SPY's taking a little bit of a breather here, dragging everything down with it. GME's getting a nice candle. AMC 1841. Everything's looking all right. There's no way they would leave it up for hours getting blown up if it wasn't real. Yes, they would. They've done it before. ATVI gapping. Is it still going? Yeah, it's still going. Got that cross here. I don't know. That thing's kind of dirty. Neo. Neo. Jimmy, here we go. Amy selling off. ATVI 300%. There you go. Ortex sus. Never trust them. STVs. Chair. Daily super. When wrench and ankles. I don't know, man. We got to think about that. Thank you so much for the super, bud. I appreciate I appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Why are we moving like this? Buyers are coming back in. And we got some, I mean, we did get some decent fundamental news. All right. Amy's trying here. Neo holding. When do you think the shorts will start to panic? Well, we have a danger zone at 20, 32, and 42.
With whom we consulted, including the Department of Treasury, the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. I'd also like to thank members of the staff. You heard from Hao Shang earlier, David Saltiel, Matt Lee, Jeff Mooney, Jesse Capella, Andrew Schonbrun, Mary Ann Callahan, Susan Peterson, Tanine Kazimi, Joshua Nemo, Laura Gold, Meredith McVar, Ronnie Berghoffen, Joanne Rutkowski, Tim White, Bryce Prince, Josephine Chow, Mick Riley, Quinn Kane, Joseph Levinson, and Rob Hedgarty from the Division of Trading and Markets. Joining Jessica from the Division of Economic Risk Analysis, Bert Porter, Oliver Richard, Lauren Moore, Juan Echeverry, Andrew Glickman. From investment management, as you heard, Brian Johnson, Melissa Gaynor, Holly Miller, Emily Rao.
Why are we listening to this? That's nonsense. There's nothing going on over there. Don't spam SEC if they're not actually talking about anything, guys. Come on. What are we doing? BKKT? Is that going? He's just thanking people. BKKT, yeah, coming up. I got a couple of Activision calls just for fun. Those are up like 10%. I'll probably try to get some free ones out of there. I don't know what the news is on Activision, but that thing is getting a little nutty over here. So Activision still coming up here. Little 1348 cross right here as well. Selling around. I mean, I missed it. What did I miss? Did they vote on dark pools? I didn't miss any. We were listening to it the entire time. There's nothing going on. All right, it's fine. It doesn't matter if we heard it live. It's going to be out on Twitter all day. All right, Activision coming up. Amy getting a little pop. Let's see what's going on over here. The Neos are good. The Activisions are good. Did he say Dwayne Johnson? BBIG printing. There you go. All right, Activision looking good here, but I'm going to be very, very careful with this one because I have no idea what's about to happen. So I'm going to see if I can get some free ones if it keeps pumping. If it hits like 81.50, I mean, those contracts will be good. So this is the day high of Activision right around here. Amy chilling. SPY coming back up. Here. Activision, what the hell is going on with this? The spreads are jacked up. 4 yeses on what, though? Prog jumping. There you go. GME finally moving a bit. Yeah. All right. Here comes Activision here. Really getting nutty. So the spread on these is drunk. So be very, very careful with Activision right now. If you're going to trade it, the spread is insane. I initially stole the contracts and now I'm going to try to steal them again when I sell them to people because people are hyping this up right now and these premiums are about to go absolutely nutty. And I'm going to try to sell these right here. I'm going to put a limit out for this and just try to scam. Like literally, I'm going to try to sell these right here and see if somebody takes this and just see what happens. So these are up 60% right now for no reason. Like this is craziness. If somebody comes up and hits this, they're insane. Actually, what would that be worth? Oh, ATVI back down. I probably should have tried to been too cute with it. It's coming down now. All right, now coming back up. Amy looking all right here. SPY trying to make a move. Activision kind of doing its thing. I might try to ditch this right here and just take the gain. And what the hell? Oh, there it goes. Back down. There it goes back down. That's the danger with this. Ortex tweet. Hold on. Hold on an Ortex tweet. Ortex, what are you saying? All right, here we go. Ortex update right here. Here we go. Screw Activision. They can do whatever the hell they want. AMC and GME short interest and utilization up update. Utilization in both AMC and GME, it's 100% as security lending activity has increased. The cost to borrow is increasing rapidly, especially in GameStop. AMC is currently up 11%. GME is currently up 5%. Interesting. So they are saying that it's real. If we start to see the cost to borrow come back up, watch out. This could be dirty. Yeah, it confirmed it 100%. There you go. There you go. Confirmed. Let me see. I don't like this Activision anymore. That was so much fun, and now it's not fun on Activision. So GME coming up, AMC coming up here too. I don't know. Let's see what these Activisions do. They're down. The spreads on this are absolutely insane. So let's see what happens over here. Neos are up like 18%. I think these Activisions could come ripping back up. I don't know what the news is on it, but this is crazy. So I guess we got confirmed. That's cool. Let's see if any big buy orders got. Dude, Activision is so volatile right now. So volatile. They could, yeah. Well, so apparently they've confirmed the 100% with the security lending volume coming back on live. That is crazy right there. That is pretty crazy. What's up with Neo right here? Yeah, so that was kind of what I was worried about with Activision. Neo's still looking good. GME coming up. Guys, it's looking interesting. It is looking pretty interesting over here, everybody. Guys, we already went over the Ortex tweet. Second Ortex tweet, live cost of borrow data indicates these shares are being lent at much higher rate today than in recent days. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think Activision, this is a little faker on this sell-off. I think this could continue to just go nutty here. All you need is a couple of big buy orders, and then it just goes boom. So let's see what happens with this. This could just go Bitcoin cross, ATER Ortex. Yeah, we could do that. So apparently it's real. Ader. Confirmed naked shorts. All right. So ATER right here, 95% utilization, 21.5% short interest, 6.24% average cost to borrow. So interesting. Neo has a gap to 27.10 on the daily. Oh, does it now? Does it now? Ortex tweets for Moat? No. The Ortex tweets for like a little squeezy potential on this. So let's see what happens. The spreads on these Activisions are drunk. So I don't know what they're doing over here. If it starts to fly up again, I'm literally just going to sell it. Which it could just do. But this is gnarly. There must be news on this thing. So Amy is at 18.25 right now. Activision it could get going here again. SPY coming back up here. Activision getting some candles. I like it. I like that. All right, now we can do an AMC Ortex update to just kind of see what's going on with it, but that's pretty wild. So I guess they're saying the utilization is 100%. Why isn't the cost to borrow up, though? That's weird. So the cost to borrow should start to skyrocket. So 100% utilization, 1.41% cost to borrow, 21.12% estimated short interest. There we go. So Amy coming down to test this 13 right here. If it does, whatever, not going to be that big of a deal. It could just rip back up off of it. Activision flickering around over here. Boom, boom, incoming. Qualcomm coming back. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Now the Activisions are settling in a little bit more, but the spreads are still crazy. I might put in a sell right here at like this and see if it gets filled because people are going to buy these. Actually, what did I buy these at? Yeah, I could get out of this for free, I think, right now. SPY coming back up here. Activision could just, I don't know what this is. Like, this is crazy behavior right here out of Activision. Stonko Tracker still showing available shares, right? Because it's a different broker. It's a different broker. There's multiple different brokers. T+1 4-0. That's good. See, we don't even have to listen to it. We can just get the news. T+1 4-0. Yeah, I saw the Ortex stuff. That's pretty interesting over here. Let's see. Neo calls up 20% over here. Activision just doing its thing over here. Who would have thought today was going to be crazy? I mean, I kind of did. Random Philly, we know, buddy. You don't have to spam it. We've been on it for a while. Like it's over here. I've got the tweet right here. Bing bong. Utilization of 100% means that at the start of trading this morning, all available shares were lent according to the data that Ortex is getting. More shares are constantly being made available, and live cost of borrow data indicates these shares are being lent at a much higher rate than in recent days. Boom. That's pretty wild over here. Where's Austin? I don't know. Austin said he was buying GME and sold his AMC, so he can do whatever he wants. Lightly press the like. No, smash it. Smash it. Bing bong, Ortex ain't wrong. I guess not this time. I guess not this time. All right, let's see what happens with Activision here. This could be just gnarly. Amy 1819 just kind of hanging out. We got SPY flickering here. All four mentioned wanting to go to T0. Interesting. Interesting. All right, Neo. What's going on with Neo? Just hanging out at 2616. SPY's just kind of been flat for like the last 30 minutes. Can utilization go above 100? No, it's impossible. Rug pull incoming. All right, go for it. Rug pull. Activision had news 23 minutes ago on Webull. Yeah, but the Webull news is usually like way late. Yeah, shark fin, shark fin, shark fin. News. Microsoft announces App Store principles as it woos regulators on deal. I don't know. GME, SPY coming down. Everything's starting to sell off a little bit here. What are these Neos? 13% now. Magic carpet ride. That'd be pretty fun. SPY coming down to test the 48 here. Everything's starting to sell. It's selling. Yeah, it's fine. Amy coming down to test 13. SPY might just bounce off this level right here. Watch this. Look at the BBIG chart. Here comes Neo. Where's BBIG now? Selling off. All right. SPY trying to bounce off the 48 here. AMC, same thing. Neo, bounce, bounce, bounce. ATVI. Let's see what happens here. This has got to be my favorite channel to hear when I'm working. I appreciate what you do. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, so apparently, Ortex is now confirming that AMC's utilization is over 100%. Cool. All right, ATVI. Let's see what happens here. It could just be gearing up to go. Whoop. All right, where's Neo? What do you call out Activision if it does anything crazy? Microvision running? There you go. There you go. BBIG not doing a whole lot. We just looked at it. Amy 1805. SPY trying to bounce a little bit here. Ooh. AMC showing way oversold. On what time frame? Neo pop. SPY pop. Amy 1807. Activision. We may see ankles today. It's possible, people. It's very, very possible. You know, it's not running CFVI. Yeah. CFVI, what's this doing? Ooh, CFVI getting hurt. SPY bouncing off the 48 here. Let's see if we're going to get a little pop on a lot of things. Neo, what's going on with you? I think Neo's got some potential to do some good stuff. Hearthstone from Blizzard still did a ton of microtransactions. Interesting. Activision, what's going on with it? It looks like it wants to go here. What's AMC's shares on loan compared to the short interest, please? Are they out of ammo? No, they've got about like 10 million shares that they can use. Let's see. Here comes ATVI again. Neo looking all right here. Come on, AMC. It's popping a little. I mean, it's bouncing off the 13 right here. So we're at 1812 on AMC. Can I check Ortex on AVCT? Yep. Okay. So this one, not 71.75% utilization, 28% cost to borrow. Ooh, Amy's popping a little here. 9.5% estimated short interest. Amy's getting a little bit of action here. Neo's trying. SPY's trying to move back up here. Activision, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Come on. This could be dirty. This could be a gnarly trade right here if this goes. How do they have more to borrow? They only report 85% of the total data. So they can say that they're did you say, oh, no. 100%. That's what it's saying. But we're not seeing the cost of borrow really reflect that. Like, it's kind of weird right now. Amy's popping up a little bit here. 1816, 1817. SPY's making a little bit of a move. ATVI wants to go a little. Let's see if it makes another run. That'd be pretty sweet. Neo just kind of coming down to this 13 EMA right here. Shark fin looks like a middle finger. It does. That's kind of what it is. That's essentially what it is. All right. Neo only up 12% on these. Sens is literally not, these contracts have not moved all day long. Oh, that's why, because Sens has not moved. ATVI. That's flickering here. SCV is an ankle model. No, that's just false. That's cap. You're capping. All right. Amy, 1820. Where's Neo? Bouncing off the 13 again. Ortex tweeted, they say that the cost bar is increasing, especially for GME, so it might take a bit to reflect this. They said it's increasing, but it needs to, we would see the, maybe tomorrow we'll see the supply and demand start to flicker around a little bit. SPY coming back up. Neo just kind of flickering at this low right here. This more recent low of 2609. Sell Neo so it goes. No, screw you. Looking bullish. Yup. Alrighty. My Sens calls are up 6%. Dude, same thing with me. Like, they're not going anywhere. They've done nothing. SCV secretly wants to be an ankle model. No. Yeah, I might have to hold these activisions. AMC loan shares on short have data cover. What? You're 11% of your Sens calls bought this morning hasn't moved much. Right. It hasn't moved much. Bank of America crossed down now. That SPY's looking all right here. Sens. Just flickering right around that 20. Hold on. All right. Amy, 1817. Where's Neo? That's not what I wanted. God damn it. Neo, I'll probably take this here. I mean, I'm up 6%. Neo's up 5% on the day. All right. That's so annoying. Yeah, Neo's selling off here. I don't like that. That's bullshit right there. That's absolute nonsense. SPY's holding here. Just kidding. I'm holding these Neos. So the utilization is not a glitch? Apparently not. Apparently it's not a glitch. Amy coming back up here. ETBI. That may be why they aren't moving. Why? Sens contract expires 2/18, not this week. Oh, so I've got time on those. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll hold the crap out of those. SPY flicker in here. The Neos are, they're all right. I'm here for the ankles. There you go. Let's see. ATVI starting to get a little action again here. But guys, that is going to wrap up the morning stream. That was awesome. I am going to be back on at 1:15. So I'm going to schedule the stream really quick. And then I'm going to head off to get lunch. Then I'll be back on for 1:15. So thank you guys so much for being on. This was a crazy stream. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button on the way out. It helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Makes it easier for you to find the streams and videos again. And again, if you guys do want to learn more about 1348, the strategies that we're using to trade options, make sure you check out that link pinned to the top of the chat. Everybody's printing. Everybody's doing very, very well with that strategy. So if you want to learn it, go for it. We do have a premium version just so you guys can see. You get alerts when the crosses happen on like 350 stocks. So if you do want to learn and get the premium, you can, but just learn the strategy. That's the only thing that I ask, so you can help yourself in these crazy market conditions. Other than that, let's see some fucking AMC boom boom candles going into close. SPY's just kind of flickering around here. I got some open positions that hopefully are going to play out. That'd be pretty sweet. But again, guys, thank you guys so much. I'm going to head over to TMI stream right now. So I'll see you guys over there in a bit. But other than that, everybody, peace.